And we're live. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining here today. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna have a fun time talking some 80s movies, and I'll get to you guys in the chat in just a second if anybody's here. But I'm gonna bring on some guests here. I don't want to keep them waiting too long, so I have some really, really cool people backstage, and I'm really excited to talk some 80s movies with them. So I'm just gonna jump right in, waste no time, and I'm just gonna pull them up in the order that they joined. So I'm gonna bring in Nathan. What's going on, man? What's up?
Hey man, how have you been? It's been a while.
It has, man. It's been a while. It's been too long, but I'm glad to have you on. It's long overdue.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and this is going to be fun because '80s is one of the best decades. So
Agreed. Yes, I'm looking forward to talking this decade for sure. But yeah, let me bring on the second guest so we can all just kind of chat it up real quick. And next we have my man, Laren.
What's up? How's it
Good to have you
going?
on, dude. Good, man. Good. Just
Yep.
here, ready to talk some movies. I haven't had you on in a while too, so I'm glad I was able to, you were able to make it work, and you can be on
Hell
here
yeah.
again. Yes,
Happy to
sir.
be here again. 80s are the best. Let's go.
Let's do it. And last but not least, we have Stephanie.
Hello. How are you guys? Oh, my camera's doing something. Uh, Eddie, thank you for inviting me. I know I got invited through Nathan, so
Yeah.
I'll behave so he doesn't have a bad reputation.
No, you
sure.
always
But I'm
be
excited
yourself.
to chat with all you guys. It's nice to meet Laren and Eddie for the first time, so I'm looking forward to it. And the '80s are a blast.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I've watched your videos for some time. So definitely excited to have you on. It's pretty cool too. Oh, it's
Oh,
always cool
fun.
for me to have someone on who I've been a fan of for a long time.
Oh,
Um,
nice. Thank you.
Nathan was one of those for me as well. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Nathan and I
Um,
like to help people spend money.
It's true.
yeah.
If I ever go broke, it's because of that guy.
Well, spin the wheel, see what happens.
Spin the wheel.
There it
Hi,
is.
William. I know William's saying hi. Hi, William.
Hey,
Yeah.
William.
Let me get to some people in the chat real quick here. So, William, thanks for being here. He says,
What's
hey,
up?
and to Laren. So, yeah, guys, anyone in the chat, thanks again, William, for joining. Appreciate you being here. And, feel free to follow along in the chat, share your top 5 of the 80s. What are some of your favorites from the 80s? Chime in your thoughts, feel free, join the conversation. But, yeah, I guess, don't want to be here all night, so we'll just kick it right off. But I guess we could just go in the order of the how I see here on the screen in the squares. Um, and we're gonna start off with obviously our number 5, and the 80s is, I don't know, for me, like, I didn't grow up in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s, 2000s, obviously, but I've been playing a lot of catch up with 80s films, and it's definitely one of a kind of a decade. I really have enjoyed what I've seen. Um, didn't grow up with a lot of the classics, but trying to get there. The journey is a never ending journey, but it's been fun. Um, Real quick, I mean, I guess what has been, where does the 80s kind of rank for you? I mean, you don't have to put it like in a spot, you don't have to give me like on 1, 2, 3, but just kind of like, where does it kind of rank overall for you guys? Is it something that you grew up with, or you kind of like a blind spot? Like, I guess, Nathan, you want to just real quick share
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Much like you, not born in the '80s, but playing a lot of catch up. Grew up in the '90s and also a little bit in the early 2000s. And yeah, but the '80s have always been in my life. I mean, I know my parents loved '80s movies quite a bit, like most parents, luckily. And I feel like I was, exposed to things like The Goonies and adventure films along those lines all the time growing up, and so that was definitely a part of my childhood. But if I would rank the '80s for me, it's either number 3 or 4, which is wild. I feel like the '70s is the best decade personally of movies, and I don't know what number 2 would be, but I feel like I'd have to look at all of what I have. But the '80s, it could be number 2, it could be number 3, but I love this decade regardless of me ranking the '70s ahead.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. Laren, you Have anything
Yeah.
you want to talk about?
Yeah, I was born in the early '90s, and I think me and Eddie we're close to the same age. I know that.
Early
Sounds
90s.
like
But
we are too. Early 90s.
yeah, '92. But anyway, but yeah, I grew up with '80s movies. I have lots of memories surrounding '80s movies from my childhood. So this is going to be great. I know they do say that the '50s and the '80s are the two worst decades for film, but I think the '80s are super fun. I love the special effects. I mean, you got John Carpenter making movies all throughout the decade, so that's amazing. And yeah, I love the '80s.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah. Stephanie?
Well, now we've officially outed me as growing up during the covered wagon time. So I could be all of your moms. You could be my kids. So the 80s for me, uh, dating myself here, was high school and college. So
Wow.
it was a lot of theaters and a lot of video store rentals. So and we had just like at the I would say the beginning of the 80s, our house got cable. So we were watching things on
Nice.
cable, and then we would go to the video stores and we would just binge rent things. And there's a lot of nostalgia there for me. So, Nathan, I agree. The 70s is probably my favorite decade for music, movies, bad fashion, like everything. And I'm just like an old hippie. So, but the 80s is a fun time for me. And there's just, like I said, it's all nostalgia. So I'm really looking forward to see what everybody picked and your thoughts on the decade in general. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
My
honest. I was a little jealous that I wasn't invited to the '70s one, but I'm very happy with the '80s.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun.
For sure.
Let me just um acknowledge some people in the chat real
Hey,
quick
guys.
here. So Double Feature Podcast is in here. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for being here.
Hey.
Says hey everyone. And 80s is one of their favorite decades when it comes to film. Yeah, what's not to love? The 80s is
Yeah.
this iconic. And the movie
Hey.
Attic coming
Hey,
over.
how are you,
going on?
Michael?
And Holland's in here. What's going on,
Holland.
Holland? Says hey.
Holland, my love.
It's always showing support. Holland's a man.
Great one.
And it's just kind of saying hey to everyone. And Movie Addict says, don't worry, graduated in 87.
We're both using a cane, right, friend?
And 80s babies. Well, I'm starting to feel a little up there in age because apparently now the 2000s is what's kind of like retro and cool for the kids nowadays.
I know.
Like 2000s.
Crazy.
Have you noticed that like baggy pants all of a sudden are like a thing overnight? And it's like, that's back. It's been like 20 years since that was the thing.
If
Yeah,
you save your
2000s.
stuff long enough, it'll come back into rotation. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just save your stuff; it'll come back.
Yeah,
Oh
it'll be
man.
cool again.
Yeah, I
Yep.
was never really cool, so maybe this time around, like I'll be like a cool granny, even though I don't have kids, but I'll be like a cool granny to someone.
I feel like
There you go.
anime was definitely like the thing that like defined our generation that was not cool and then became cool with the generation below us.
Like Nickelodeon anime,
No, I'm talking about
Toonami.
like Dragon Ball Z,
like
Rurouni
anime.
Kenshin,
Yeah,
you know,
Ghibli and all
Akira.
that.
Yeah, before that a little bit, but also that.
Okay.
Yeah, Akira and whatnot. So
Right.
not cool, but now it's cool.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Mika says, everything's being recycled from the 80s and 90s. Everything eventually makes a comeback. That's true. Yeah.
I
It's
saw a
just a
guy
cycle.
on like YouTube Reels or YouTube Shorts, and he was on a college campus, and he was asking people. He goes, when does someone have to be born for you to consider them like super old?"
Oh my God.
And they're like, anything before the 90s, I just shut my phone down. I'm like, I can't do it. Anything before the 90s that he considered super old. I'm like, oh my God. All
Don't
right.
listen to that guy.
I can't. I can't, because I'll never ever go for another physical again if that's the truth. If that's the case.
Yeah. Well, let's move on. Let's move on to a happier topic, one that doesn't involve making us feel like we're getting old. But I guess I'll kick it off if you guys don't mind. Just
Mhm.
kind of be the first one, and then we'll go Nathan, Laren, Stephanie, and feel free to chime in. Any thoughts? Open discussion, guys. No worries. But I'll start off with number 5. This is one that it was a recent discovery for me. I sadly do not own the film, otherwise I'd pull it out. But it's one that I definitely would love to add to the collection, and that's Cinema Paradiso. And this is a great film. The director's name is kind of, and can't think of it in the moment, but it's just a wonderful film. I mean, it's one of those like love letter to cinema type of movies, and I love the setting. Like, it's set in this small village in Italy, and it just follows this like little boy who um he just in love with movies. So right away, like us as movie fans, we can just relate to this character, being a young boy just in love with cinema and the process of filmmaking. And it takes place somewhat, I don't know the exact year, but at the time they were still using the projector for, or they had a projectionist in this theater, this local theater, this small theater. And this projectionist sort of, at first he's kind of annoyed by this little boy, but then he becomes somewhat of like a father figure and somewhat friends. And it's just a really heartwarming, beautiful story. I don't want to go through the whole storyline here, but if you haven't seen it, it's broken up into, I guess you can call them like stages or chapters, as this little boy sort of grows up into a teen and then eventually an adult, and just follows his journey through, relationships and his love for movies and how movies kind of shape him and who he is. And it's just very relatable as a movie fan and as a person who just, obviously we all grow up and go through different stages in our life. So I thought it was a really like poignant its story, and just the score, that final. I'll stop there. I don't want to spoil anything or get into too much detail, but for anyone who hasn't seen it, but yeah, that one just hit me like a ton of bricks the first time I watched it, and it stuck with me for sure. So
It's a
yeah,
great
Cinema
pick.
Paradiso.
Yep.
It's an amazing movie.
Unfortunately, I've never seen it. I know it has an Arrow Academy release that I've almost bought several times at Barnes and Noble, but sadly never pulled the trigger.
It's worth it.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
that's
good one.
I
I
want
want
that
to see it.
edition.
I want to see it. Yeah.
I still haven't seen my 4K copy, but I need to do that. But yeah, I remember watching that a few years back and just really enjoying it. Like Eddie's saying, it's kind of just, you can see yourself within that a little bit as a film fan. Obviously, I feel like that's what the movie kind of glorifies in a way. It's like hey, we're movie fans, so this is a good movie for the movie fan. But it's just an incredible story. So great pick, Eddie.
Yeah, it was between this and another film for my number 5. It was so tough, but I guess at the end I'll show you the other one that it was kind of competing with. But yeah, Holland agrees. I think he enjoyed that one as well. And yeah, I guess Nathan, you want to talk about yours?
Yeah. So my number 5. I mean, thing is, I have like 9 here, just in case. But I like. There's so many movies that could be in this spot. But for me, I decided to choose a comedy that actually just got an upgrade that is about to come out on the Criterion Collection, and I'm talking about This Is Spinal Tap, which is one of, if not like my favorite comedies of all time. I mean, it sits right up there with Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It sits up there with Billy Madison, which is a personal favorite of mine. Even though I think Happy Gilmore is probably better, I still love Billy Madison. But regardless, This Is Spinal Tap is just, every time I run into people in like the real world who aren't like movie fans, I usually try to reference this to like test them and like to see the type of personality that they are. And it's one of my favorite movies to kind of see if people catch on or not. But this movie goes to 11. It's about a rock band, a fictional rock band, even though it's actually a real rock band that they made after the fact, which is really funny. But Rob Reiner is the director. You might see him later. Who knows? That might be a little bit of a dead giveaway. But regardless, he is, the director of the band and also like the director of the film. So it's kind of showing him as a mockumentary, as he's kind of documenting the band as they go through incredible, weird and wonderful things. And you just have to see it to believe it. It's a slapstick type of movie. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, sorry about you, but this is one of the best ones. So I also want to go maybe as I get older to the airport and potentially do another scene that will maybe put me on the TSA list one day if I decide to do that. If anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Why is it wrapped in foil? That's the question.
Oh, it's not wrapped in foil. It's just got the sheen.
I meant the cucumber, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Great movie.
On the TSA list.
Yeah, no,
I'll say what?
That's how I'm going to get on the TSA list.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sadly,
I mean,
that one's eluded me, but I'm looking forward to that Criterion release very much.
get that Criterion.
Sorry, were you gonna say something, Laren?
Super quotable, amazing movie. I don't know about a sequel. They're constantly trying to ruin my childhood. I don't know about it, but hopefully everybody loves it when it comes out, and then I'll watch it and I'll be like, oh, it's amazing. Everybody's back, I guess, and I don't know. But anyway, you got to fold it. The bread is small and you got to fold it. It's fucking just amazing. Oh my God. Anyway, I love it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one. It's blind spot for me, but will you sharing his top 5? We can just share his here.
Nice.
And he says, Ordinary People, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Chariots of Fire, Terminator, and RoboCop.
Nice picks.
And I've only seen
Amazing.
three of those.
Okay.
Scene 4.
Seen them all.
Nice.
Scene 4. Scene 4 as well.
Thanks for sharing, William. Nice. Good to know. I need
Sure.
to add some of those to the list. I'm going to be adding a lot of movies to the watch list tonight. All right. So number 5 for Nathan, Spinal Tap. Laren, I think you're up next.
Okay. I got Brian De Palma's Blowout. Bringing out the first Criterion.
Sweet.
Now, one of the best 80s movies. Gorgeous, beautiful movie. It's got a young John Lithgow, absolutely incredible. Everything about it's great. The score is great. It's got, I can't spoil it. I won't spoil anything, but it's incredible. It's got like slasher elements. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. If you haven't seen it, make it something you're going to go see, or get the Criterion. It's got a 4K. Check it out. John Travolta.
It's got
Nancy
a great
Allen.
sound design.
Yes, that was going to say it's
Absolutely.
probably one of the best sound design movies that I know of. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a great pick.
I love that
Thank
like
you.
fake out at the beginning where it's kind of like
You think it's a slasher movie,
pretending
right?
to be a slasher, yeah.
Yep.
And then it just turns the tables on you.
He's
So that was really
He's like a
clever.
sound editor, and he's editing a film. And then he's out recording, and something happens. It's a
Apparently,
great
that was
plot.
a movie that Tarantino saw Travolta in that made him want to cast him for Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Amazing movie.
hey guys, hey Sarah, what's
Hey,
going
Sarah.
on? Thanks for joining.
Hey.
Says
Hey.
hey to everyone. And Mika says for comedies, one of her favorites from the 80s was Overboard.
That's
Is that
a
the
good
one with what's her name?
Goldie Hawn. Goldie
Yes.
Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
She
Yeah.
loses her memory.
Kurt Russell. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
It's been a while.
delayed, forgot their memory too.
Yep. We're all sitting here like, what?
Paper
You're
Moon.
in Paper
Oh,
Moon.
God. Oh,
Bound.
God,
Yep.
yeah. Those are
Great
all,
pick,
those are all
Sarah.
good.
It's simple as that.
That's great.
Is Paper Moon
No.
80s?
Everything after she says the word 80s is, and also Blood Simple.
Yeah. Stand by
Oh.
Me, Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
I think she picked up Paper Moon, Bound, and Blood Simple.
Oh, okay. I see. Like those are
Oh, gotcha.
the Criterion
Gotcha.
picks.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, Blood Simple. I'm not gonna lie. Honorable mention for me. I love that
Mhm.
movie so much. I almost put it on, but I couldn't do it.
You have to explain at the end when we do our we can do some honorable mentions.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then Mika says, out of top 5 80s, Aliens, Terms of Endearment, The Color Purple, and Shining, and Stand By Me. Yeah, great
Great
picks, man.
picks.
Can't go wrong. This was such a hard list
Yep.
to compile because
Well,
there's so many great movies, but like so many movies could have made this list. But all right. So number 5 for Laren, Blowout. Steph, you want to share your number 5?
yeah, I mean, I went like I said, this is all nostalgia for me. So my picks are pretty basic, and hopefully everybody has seen. I would think most people have seen most of these, if not all. But my first one, or my fifth one, whatever you want to say, is Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Have you guys seen this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
have.
love this. I know some people love it, some people don't. You have Arlie Emery and Matthew Modine and Vincent D'Onofrio. I mean, come on. And the big discussion around this one, if you don't know, it's a Vietnam War film, and it's really 2 films in one, because you have the first half, which is boot camp, and then the second half where they actually go off to Vietnam. So some people like boot camp better. Some people like the Vietnam sequence better. I'm personally a boot camp person. But
Same.
I'm not going to get
Me too.
into what goes on. But like Arlie Emery just steals the show. I mean, he cannot be beat in this one. But I love the soundtrack to it. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Like especially when they get to Vietnam, it's great. And I have a blast with this. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Which part? What are you? Boot camp or Vietnam?
Boot camp.
Boot camp. Yeah.
I like
Say
them both.
boot
I
camp.
like that it's 2 different ones, and I like the whole flow of the film.
Yeah, I like that they actually kept
Mhm.
it going. They didn't just stop after the boot camp thing, because they
Mhm.
could have extended it and stopped, but they actually, it feels like 2 movies put together in one, which I love that. I think it's very creative. So that was my
For
first
sure.
pick, and it's one that I've seen more times than I can count.
Very
I've
good.
loved
I
it.
saw it when I was like
That's
12. I
Yeah.
was like, holy crap, this movie's crazy.
Yeah,
It was
it's
intense.
wild. It's
It
very
was
intense.
intense. And
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
I didn't know what I was getting into. It was just put on, and I was like, what is this?
yeah, and it's such a head trip. Like, it's wild.
Uh,
But yeah, I love that movie. It's obviously a favorite, but so that's
Yeah, it
my
really
first pick.
it really gives you like this appreciation or respect for people who are in the military and the kind of things they need to endure and go through behind the scenes. It's just super intense. Something
I have
I'm not cut out for that.
I have 3 uncles that served in Vietnam, and they all said accurate,
Wow.
very accurate. So
Yeah, I got to
it's
rewatch that one.
but yeah, it's a good one.
I remember kind of I guess losing a little bit of interest once it got to the second half. So
Mhm.
I need to kind of rewatch it with a more focused, but yeah, I was definitely more of a boot camp in that I preferred that half.
I think that's
But
a
yeah,
common theme. Like if people check out, that's where they check out.
yeah.
Like while they're watching, I think that's where the checkout happens. If they don't, if they feel like they didn't stay with the film the whole way through, it's usually once the boot camp's over. I guess some people feel like there's a letdown or a slowdown or something in the second half. But I hang for all of it.
Yeah,
Amazing
Sarah
video.
Sarah picked that one
Oh,
up recently, so nice. Yeah.
well, all right,
Gotta take
Sarah.
advantage of those
Cool.
sales.
Again with the sales, right?
Mika wants to do the
Yeah.
rewatch. Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
I think that's one that's worthy of it.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, so we can jump into the second round, our number 4s. So
Yeah.
I do own this one, so I'll pull it up. And for me, this is one of the best horror remakes. That's The Blob. Hopefully I can get it in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was a huge surprise for me. I wasn't expecting much the first time that I saw that, and it like completely blew me away. I think it's 1988, I want to say. But yeah, to me, like I said, it's one of the best horror remakes, but did I say that I prefer this one?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay,
I
yeah, I
get that.
prefer
Yep.
I prefer this one. Like the 50s version has some like charm to it. Obviously, Steve McQueen, it's
does.
fun. It's like kind of
He's like a
campy and
40-year-old
it's fun.
man that's like in high school and that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But this one is just like terrifying, like legit terrifying. And some of the best practical effects, like the 80s were, to me, maybe the decade that where practical effects really started elevating and taking off and improving. And this movie is no slouch. You know, you think of movies with some of the best practical effects, you think obviously The Thing and did it years prior, but I think this one's like one of those top tier practical effects movies from the 80s. It's got that intense score as well, really adds to the eerie mood, tense atmosphere. And yeah, I really like, and I appreciate like the minor changes that this makes from the original, which um if you've seen it, I won't spoil everything, but it even changes the origins of like the blob itself. So yeah, I appreciated that, you know, just making it's completely different moods, different full on horror as opposed to, you know, more campy, fun,
Sci-fi.
charming.
Yeah.
Though at the time it probably maybe was pretty horrific, so who knows. But
Yeah.
Any fans of the blob?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Movie's amazing.
I need to give it a rewatch. I have the Steelbook, and I need to watch it as an adult. I saw it as a kid though, and I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Definitely
they didn't
prefer
show me
the-
anything as a kid. They just put anything on and just like, here you go.
Laren just being traumatized as a young child.
Yeah, I was desensitized at like 5. I'd already seen everything.
Jeez.
There you go.
Oh my god.
I saw it like
See.
5 years ago, maybe. So for the first time, which is pretty recent.
The
But I love
remake or the original?
Both.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of the better remakes. I agree. Because sometimes remakes can just not hit the mark, but I think the Blob, I think it was an improvement, definitely an improvement over the original.
Definitely. Mika agrees there, and Sarah says that she's gonna be making a video soon of the movies that her dad got her for Christmas and birthdays. So sweet,
Fun.
nice. Yeah, it's always nice to get movies for Christmas.
Mhm.
All right, here's my number 4. So Nathan, you ready?
Yeah. So for number 4, this is like these next. I mean, honestly, for me, these are all the things I've mentioned are a 5 out of 5 films. So it's really hard for me to put this like any lower. It could be number 1, one of the best movies, if not the best movie on this list of mine. But I have personal favorites above it. But that being said, I have Wim Wenders' Paris, Texas,
Oh,
Nice.
which
Great.
is one
I'm
of
glad
the
you
best.
chose it.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is the Curzon edition. It's in Criterion as well. This is just one of the, if not best Wim Wenders film. I mean, there's some contenders with that, but this movie I feel like is a pretty critical step for a lot of cinephiles. I think for a lot of people, this movie will like make you appreciate slow cinema in a way, and I think this is like one of those stepping stone types of films. So I'm not going to get too in depth with the story because it's really a felt movie than it is a watch and like explain. I can't really explain too much. I mean, it's simple plot. You know, Harry Dean Stanton, who's our main character, alongside Natasha Kinski, is who doesn't appear for a long time in the movie, but he comes out of the desert. Has been disappeared for like 5 years and without any warning, and has to reacclimate to his personal and family life, and you kind of figure out what his whole deal was, and it's an incredible journey, and it's really tender, and it's an amazing movie, and everyone should watch this movie.
It's so good.
Had it as one of my honorable mentions.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
good pick. Solid pick.
Such a
I
good
agree.
pick.
Everyone should see it.
Is it like Dean
I mean,
Stockwell?
Say that again.
Dean Stockwell, I think, is the brother in it.
Yeah, Dean Stockwell's the brother. Yeah.
From Quantum Leap fame. It's a great film. I actually share a birthday with Wim Wenders, so
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Nice.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, Harry Dean Stanton in that is just like silent throughout most of the film, but he conveys so much through just his facial expressions and
Incredible.
emotion. Like that movie's one of a kind.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. The 4K is incredible, by the way. I'm not repping Curzon, but they have been putting out really good things. So
Yeah, they're a
Yeah, I
great
don't think
label.
I hadn't seen that edition. That's a pretty sweet artwork there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody chose Paris, Texas. That was really good. Laren, you want to go, man?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with The Terminator.
Nice.
Terminator.
Nice.
It's
Classic.
a horror film, kind of a slasher film. It is it's a hell of a film. Was it a blockbuster? It had to have been at the time. And I can only imagine being in a theater just watching that and just being like, what the hell's gonna happen next? Because I don't know. And everything that they did, like with the effects, again, you just can't touch it. You just can't touch it. I know there's some shoddy effects a little bit, and certain scenes you're like, is that Arnold's actual head? But it's just fantastic. I love every second of that movie, and had to represent Cameron a little bit. So yeah, and what can I say? And then T2 couldn't do it, but maybe next time.
Yeah, man.
Incredible.
Terminator is I mean, like I said, this was a hard list to make. Maybe a month from now, Terminator would have made the list for sure. So I mean, Cameron continues to do it for so long. I mean, he's just continues to, I'm one of the few who actually looks forward to the Avatar films. I don't know about you guys.
I
know
love
that
the
big-
Avatar films.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love them.
I'm cool with them. I mean, but I'm like
Yeah.
in the middle, It's not like
Mhm.
I hate them or anything. It's I
Yeah,
like 'em.
people want to see him go back to doing a lot of different stuff, but I'm totally down for it. Give me some more Avatar.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
working
wait
on a
and
film
see.
that's not Avatar right now, so look forward to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And Mika saying she's gonna add Paris, Texas
Yeah,
to
you
the
should.
watch list. Yes,
Yes,
definitely do.
Definitely.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's a good one.
One of
Yeah,
Katie's
Sierra on there.
and a lot of our mutual friends. I think that's in their top 5. I'm sure. So
Johnny,
Johnny's here. What's up, man?
what's up, man? What is up?
And Mika agrees with you, Laren. Great pick.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't go wrong with some Arnold.
Well, you have to think about it. Even with all the hubbub about people saying how bad the transfer was on the 4K, we all went out and bought that steelbooks, all the steelbooks they put out for them. And I
Yeah.
think it was actually one of my
Right.
favorite steelbooks of the year. It wasn't that one. It was the
Gorgeous.
one before it.
Oh,
There was one before it. It was very mechanical looking. Lionsgate put it out. And it was one of my favorites of the
Is it
year.
I think
Was
that was
that for T2?
T2.
The red one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was T2.
Was
It
it?
has like pink and blue.
No,
Had like a slip cover on it.
I'm thinking of a different one, but
Total Recall
was-
was beautiful from Landscape.
yeah,
That might have been it.
that. But I did yeah, Mika, you know what I'm talking about? Because she's saying like everybody
Talking
grabbed
about that
it.
one. Kind of
Nope.
glare there, but no.
No, it's not that one. It was a few years ago, and it was Terminator. Okay, yeah, Mika knows what I'm talking about. It was
The Terminator.
yeah, they put Terminator out on a 4K steelbook. Mika, they have it. And it still had that questionable transfer that we all complained about from the original slipcover version. And we all went out and bought the steelbook anyway, because there's such a fan base for that movie. And the steelbook it just crushed it. And we didn't even care about the transfer. We bought the steelbook anyway. And it had to
I'd
be.
love to see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a beautiful steelbook, and like you take the slip off, and it's really cool. It's a really cool steelbook, and it was one of my favorites that year. And I said, I don't care about the transfer. Don't tell me about the transfer. I already know. and I'm buying the Steelbook, and it ended up being one of my favorites of the year. They have it, yeah. You know, I
Yeah.
can't
That's
remember.
good.
I'm not sure
It
which
had to
one.
be 3
I
years ago.
I sadly do not own Terminator on physical. I don't
No?
know how it's
From
just
Lionsgate? That's crazy.
slipped through my
I
I don't know,
remember.
man.
'Cause
I
I
guess
think
it's
this is like the 3rd time they've released it on 4K, I think, between the 2 Steelbooks and the slipcover. Right? Nathan, am I
No,
right?
that
I
was
only
T2.
No, it wasn't. Mika knows. They have the same Steelbook I'm talking about. It was
we'll have to look
like
it up
3
after the
years
stream.
ago.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm sorry.
I
I
have
need
I'm
to-
gonna
to-
go.
I
I'll
only
go
have
down and
research.
get it.
You
When
have
we're
it?
Really?
done, I'll go down and get it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll show
sounds
you
good.
because it's cool.
cool.
It's really cool.
I
I
do
might
wanna
even
see
have an
it,
extra
yeah.
one. I might even have an extra. I always have extras. Nathan knows.
I might even want it. I'm just
You
kidding.
might even want it.
You might
I
want to
just
have
send
to
it to
trade
the
it.
host of the stream.
Yeah, because I'm like, I was like, with this new one, I'm like, I got the one that you have too, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
even care. I don't even care if they fix the transfer or not. I'm gonna buy it, and that's a badass steelbook.
I
I
don't
love that
remember it.
steelbook.
That's crazy. Huh.
So good, so good.
Great movie.
Yeah, sweet pick, Laren. All right,
Thank you.
Stephanie, you have your number 4.
I do. I mean, this could have been my number 1 also, but this will make Mika happy. It's Stand By Me. Rob Reiner's retelling of the I guess it was a novella from Stephen King, The Body.
That's right.
And
Yep.
I mean,
And
the
different
cast
seasons.
is yep. Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connor, Kiefer Sutherland. I mean, you can't go wrong with this cast. It's crazy. And like I said, for it's for anyone who hasn't seen this. I mean, I'm assuming most people have seen it. But you have a group of friends, and it's their last big hurrah before they go back to school and go to middle school, and they're out on a journey looking for a body. They hear there's a dead body by the train tracks, and this is just all about what summer vacation used to be for me growing up. It was hanging out with friends, riding bikes, going on little adventures, getting into trouble. And I just love the dynamics between the group of friends. Like, those are the friends that you look back and you remember. Those friends that you grew up with and things you did, and the silly things that you did and the fun things that you did. And this just it ticks every box for me. And it's one that I go back to again and again. And I love Richard Dreyfuss narrating and playing the author as
Yeah.
he's writing his memoir. And that at the end he tells us, what eventually happened to everybody. And I just think it's a testament to friendship and how important friends and connections are growing up, and the things that you can look back on. So it was a must pick for me for the 80s. And like we've said, the 80s was an amazing decade. I could have had a stack of 50 films here, but I knew this would be in there either way. So love it. I love it every time. So that's my next pick.
Great.
One of the
pick,
best.
yes.
One of the best of Stephen King's adaptations, I would say.
Yeah. And for a long time, I didn't even realize it was a Stephen King adaptation. I just kept watching it. And then I found out about The Body, which I should read.
Yes, you should.
Yeah. I need to read more, but that would be one I would pick up, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Excuse me. Yeah, I totally agree with how you said, kind of nostalgic times. I think that one really hits home, especially for a lot of us who grew up with, in much simpler times without the distraction
Yeah.
of cell
Yeah.
phones and internet.
Yeah.
And we could just go out in the neighborhood, hang out with our friends, get into some trouble, ride our bikes,
Yeah.
So it's one of those kind of feel good comfort films for sure.
It's definitely a comfort film. And it's like you went home when the
Oh, yeah.
streetlights came on type of thing. Like I didn't grow up in a house with video games and all these, like, we didn't have all that. We didn't have cell phones and we didn't have distractions. So we were told, go out and play. You're not going to sit in the house all day. And those were the kinds of
Yep.
friends that you would have. And it just brings me right back every time I watch it. So it's one I watch again and again. I could watch that any time of the year.
Yeah.
It's a quick watch too. I think, is it less than 90 minutes? I want to say it's somewhere around 80-minute range. It's a shorter one,
Is it?
I think.
I
Could be
don't
wrong.
know. No, you're right. 88 minutes.
Okay.
There you go.
Good job. Love the movie trivia up there. Good job.
Let's go. And Sydney here. What's up? Subscribe to
Sydney,
your channel.
hello.
Thanks so much. Appreciate
Cool.
it. Yes, thank you. And then just kind of saying hi. And then Johnny here just kind of saying that he's going to be looking through Google trying to find that steelbook. Yeah, I was
I'm
too. I was
telling ya.
looking through Google, but I could
I'm
not.
telling you, it's not T2.
I'm dying to
Yeah.
see it. I'm dying to see it.
I know. I'm going to have to go down and get it. Mika knows. They have it.
Also love Stand By Me. Yeah, great movie. Just rewatched it.
Yeah. And I like that the kid in it, like he's like a storyteller, right? And
Yeah.
then he grows
Yep.
up to tell this story, and it's great.
He's the Will Wheaton's character is Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Like the pie eating contest, right? And
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. The one that made everybody sick.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. I love everything about it.
I just remember how much, like how, I guess, explicit it is. Like I remember watching it rather young and being like, "Whoa, this is what like," and then being influential with me and my friends, like how knowing the words that we probably shouldn't have known, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there were the older kid, Kiefer Sutherland, and the bad kids were in it. So
Yeah. John Cusack in it briefly.
was he? I don't
Yeah.
remember that. But how did I miss that?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I don't
with my
remember
life?
John Cusack. Sydney shares their favorite films: Die Hard, 48 Hours, RoboCop, Rambo, and At Close Range. Nice. I've seen Die Hard and
I've never
RoboCop.
seen At Close Range.
Nor have I.
All right. So I think we are at our number 3. Okay. So I think it's my turn. So this is a movie that is in much need of an upgrade, of a better edition, unless there's one out there that I don't know of. But King of Comedy.
Could be a steelbook out there that you don't know.
That's a
Could
great
be.
movie.
Don't think there's a 4K. Needs a Criterion 4K.
Movie. It does. Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Martin
Maybe it'll make it
Scorsese. Let's do it. Criterion if you're watching. No. Yeah, right. King of Comedy is when you hear, at least me, when I hear about Scorsese and people talk about their favorite Scorsese films, it's always Goodfellas, the heavy hitters, and rightfully so.
Mhm.
Like, great movies. But just personally, King of Comedy is up there for me. I would say I'd put it as my number 2. Right behind Wolf of Wall Street for the time being. But one of Robert De Niro's greatest performances, just playing this crazed, kind of like psychotic, deranged individual who's obsessed with this talk show host played by Jerry Lewis. And yeah, just like obviously just a huge inspiration for Joker. I actually saw Joker before I saw King of Comedy, and then going back and watching King of Comedy, it's like copy and paste. I mean,
and it's like throw some Taxi Driver in there, and you got the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
crazy that they like sat together at like the Oscars. I was like, how? I was like, it blew my mind. Crazy, absolutely crazy.
It was so
was
so uncomfortable to watch King of Comedy, and I think that's the hidden greatness of it. How uncomfortable his character makes you. It's so cringe, but it's so good. Like you can't look away. It's like the car wreck you can't not look at. And
what's his name?
Love it.
Rupert Pupkin, is that it?
Rupert Pupkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
pumpkin, but pumpkin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pumpkin, yeah, pumpkin.
Yeah, it was so
great.
Yeah,
good.
when you say cringe, I think of that scene where he's, and it's in Joker as well, where he's just rehearsing his lines and he thinks he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
just totally
yeah.
cringe-worthy
Yeah.
lines and delivery.
Yeah. And,
That's
like, when
me
he
when
goes to
I'm
the office.
rehearsing.
Oh,
That's me
yeah.
when I'm
When he
rehearsing my YouTube videos. This is what I'm gonna say in the intro. Sounds awesome.
That's me when I'm turning off my, videos that I've screwed up 47 times before I get one that I can publish. But, yeah, he's like, when he goes and he's sitting in the office and he's like, "I'll wait." And, oh, you're like, "Oh, just go. Don't sit there, dude. Like, just
Yeah.
go."
Huck.
But that's a great movie. Now I wanna pull that and watch it.
Yeah, I got that Blu-ray on a Black Friday for like $7.99 at Best Buy once, and I was like, great find, amazing.
Yeah, it was. I wanted it, and when I checked Amazon, it was like over $20, and I found it at half price books for like $6.
There you
Nice.
go.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, King of Comedy.
Good one.
Nathan, you want to
Great.
talk about your number 3?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess sorry I missed the the spot on the King of Comedy. I really enjoy that one. And I think that's a great pick. Definitely makes me like the Joker less because of the fact that I know this movie exists. But that's fair. I like both of them, but King of Comedy is definitely the cringe one, as Stephanie said. And De Niro is great in that. It's probably one of his best performances, which you can say about a lot of his movies. But anywho,
That's true.
my number 3 is hard for me because these top 3 right here are like literally within the top 10 films of all time for me. So, which is pretty crazy. So I have to pick, and the first one I'm going to do is one that a lot of people in my real life know me around because I make the sound that this creature makes, and that is Predator. And I can do the Predator click. I don't know if it actually captures on here, but I can at least try.
It's only one way to find out.
Please.
Can you hear that? It
No.
probably clicked it off.
It's not picking up.
It's not
Nope,
picking up.
I
So
can't.
regardless, I mean, I promise
Slightly.
you, I'll make a video.
I've heard you do it. It's
Yeah,
freaky.
over the phone. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do
Yeah.
it.
It's
But
freaky.
anyway, I adore this movie. This is the second time we've seen Arnold, of course, with Terminator. Personally, I mean, the 80s was the Arnold Schwarzenegger decade for sure. But I think this is my favorite of the bunch because of the fact that it is literally 2 films. Just going back to Full Metal Jacket, this is two different films tonally mashed into one almost seamlessly. It's an action adventure film at the very beginning, or at least shoot 'em up type of typical Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that turns into a horror movie where all the tough guys all maybe get knocked out one by one by this alien that is better than all of us, and it's just incredible. And the history behind this whole thing is hilarious with Rob Van Dam, or not Rob Van Dam, Jean-Claude Van Damme, wrestling fans too. That sometimes happens. Anywho, Jean-Claude Van Damme being the creature, which was scrapped. You can see those hilarious things. They're on YouTube. But regardless, this movie, I mean, creature design, it's one of the best. I actually almost picked up a life-size statue when I was in St. Louis a few years back. When I was at a pawn shop, it was like $1,000, and I almost spent it. And I really wanted to spend that $1,000, but I didn't have a car to get it all the way to my house. So, and also, it might drive away people from coming to my home if I do have a Predator figure. So, yeah, love this movie.
Oh,
I almost chose it. And then I was like, Terminator, Predator, but I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you did it.
I watch it every year.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Were you a fan of Prey?
Oh yeah, no, I love Prey. I pretty much love everything Predator adjacent. I'd say the Predator being the weakest, but everything else I'm a pretty big fan of. So even Predator 2, I'm a fan of that, and I have a lot of nostalgia for it. So
I like it.
There's a new one coming out, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. The
Like,
two,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
there's the animated that just came out, which is great, Killer of Killers, and yeah, this new one that's coming out.
It looks really interesting, the new one. So
And Sarah says she subscribed to Steph Nathan and Laren too. Don't forget, I will add Laren's channel up there. Apologies, Laren. Yeah,
you are good,
definitely
man.
sub.
Totally fine.
And then Mika saying she's also gonna add. I think she's talking about King of Comedy. So yeah. great movie.
You guys
And
will love
then
that.
Predator,
so good.
great, absolutely. Predator, I saw it probably when I was way too young, but
Yeah.
great movie.
Get to the chopper. I mean, it's just like you can explode it all day. Yes.
You are
Nathan,
one
have you seen
ugly.
the set that's the bust of the Predator head?
I have, and I want it. I have the only NECA figures I own are Predator figures, so I love.
So
I
that
love
speaks volumes.
Yeah, I love Predator. So
Yeah, Predator is an awesome character.
yeah, James Cameron developing that.
James
is great.
Cameron, man. Stan Winston, dream
Oh.
team right there.
Oh, James Cameron. I was trying to figure out which Cameron. Like who?
Our buddy
Yeah.
Cameron, you remember? You know that guy?
Cameron. Oh, right. Totally slipped my mind. All right.
I'm sorry I keep coughing. I don't have a mute button anymore. Like I used to have like a mute button down here somewhere. I don't have it. I can't find it. And it's very different than it used to be.
You're good.
I don't know,
You're
guys.
good, man. Cough away.
Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna go pee, but I'll be right back. But I also can't like make my camera go away. I don't know how to do that. It's like not an option anymore. It's very strange. I'll be right back.
I think I can kick you out or just leave you there. We'll just stare at what you got hanging there. Some shirts.
Looks like shirts.
Got a picture of you. Me full screen him, bro. I don't know how it works, StreamYard. All right. Anyway, so I think it was Laren's turn.
Yeah.
But I guess we could just come back to him. I don't know, Stephanie, do you want to go with your number 3 and then we just come back to Laren?
Well, before this might be a good time to do this since Laren's on a break. I want to say publicly that I am never going to question Eddie ever on any kind of movie trivia or anything, because down to the 88 minutes, he's got it down. He's nailed all of it. And I think you're right. I think it's T2. I think
no way.
I'm publicly apologizing. I think you're right. I think I was wrong. So I must have a Blu-ray, an old Blu-ray Terminator Steelbook. But
are we talking about the steelbook that didn't exist?
yes.
Okay.
Mika, Mika said the same thing. They have a Blu-ray one, and I'm publicly apologizing because I always apologize when I'm wrong. And
you made me question everything when you said that. I was like, no.
Me too. My head was caving in. I'm like, what is going on?
You said multiple 4Ks of Terminator. I was like, no, I think that was its first time ever on 4K.
You know what? And I was also thinking of the other one, and it wasn't a favorite, but you know, the one that flips to End of Days, but that's also T2. That's T2 and End of Days. That was from Target. It's like
it was Total Recall and T2.
Total Recall, yes.
Yeah.
But
which is an amazing steelbook.
And I'm like, this, yes. So I am apologizing, and if I'm old, my brain occasionally melts.
No need to apologize.
To admit when I'm wrong.
There's really no need.
And I'm like, and Mika just said they said the same thing, that they figured out that it's a Blu-ray that we have.
Oh,
but
you guys,
I'm sorry.
You made me think I was loco.
Well, you know what? If you hang around me long enough, you might start to question your sanity. So, but I am sorry because I didn't see I don't remember seeing the little T2 in the glasses. I just remember like when you pulled it off, it was very mechanical looking, and we all bought it. And it's a badass steelbook. It's such a nice steelbook, and I'm like, amazing. I've lost my mind. Yeah, you're struggling to find it, right? We're all doing the same thing. And I'm like, if they have it, I can't be crazy. But clearly I'm off my rocker. So I apologize. Nobody's crazy. We're all good.
You're all good. Trust me.
We're all
All
good.
good.
But no, I was like, I'm
Just
looking at it and I'm like, that might be the one. That's the one I liked. And I forgot about
Just-
the glasses. So there we go.
Mika just went through her entire collection, slips on the floor, steel books.
Yeah, they
Throwing
just
stuff
all
they've
over.
ransacked their house because they said, "Oh, we have it too." And I'm like, "Okay, so we're all crazy." That's funny. That is funny. So I apologize, you guys. Nobody has to go rummaging through looking for anything that doesn't exist. The Phantom Steelbook.
No need to
But I'm
apologize.
old. I told you.
And
I warned you before we started that I am a senior citizen. So
You're not.
and,
I am.
and
You
feel
couldn't guess my. If you know what, I'd give you $1,000 if you could guess my age. But I don't.
I can
even
guess
wanna
it
know if
through
you-
context clues. You just said when you went to high school, so
I know.
um,
That's yeah. Well, maybe
what?
I was left back a few times or
$1,000,
something.
and then you give it to Nathan so you can get that pretty.
I already
Hold on,
know.
let me try to
Give
get.
it to Nathan.
Let me
Yeah,
let me
Nathan
try to get
knows.
this.
Yeah, I already know.
I'm gonna say 19. Never mind. I can't do it. It's rude. I feel like I'm being rude.
It's not rude. It's not rude. I put it out there. It's not rude. You owe me for. I owe you one for the Steelbook.
Okay, hold on.
I
Well,
don't
she
get
did say
offended.
80s were the high school college years, so
Yeah, so
That's
like
old.
1974.
Wrong.
Okay, am I close?
You're about almost 10 years off.
Oh wow.
Almost 8 years off. Yeah,
So
it's shocking.
1966.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was thinking later 60s, but then I was trying to be like, is it 70s? Because I don't know when you went to college.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I
Okay.
graduated college in '89. But yeah,
Okay.
so the cat's out of the
So
bag.
you have just a lot of film knowledge and very impressive.
Wow.
Very impressive. What was the first
Sometimes
movie
it
you saw in
falls
the
out.
theater? Do you know?
The first movie I saw in the theater,
Yeah, do you remember?
I don't remember the first movie,
Mhm.
but I know the first movie we weren't supposed to see. My grandmother took us to see Jaws, and I was
Yeah.
young. We saw Jaws in theater, and also the first horror movie I saw alone with friends is a movie called Silent Scream.
Alone with
And
Friends. That's like the name. That's a great band name.
Alone with Friends, without parents. We had no parental supervision.
Gotcha.
But it's actually a really cool movie, and it just got a 4K release, which
What is it?
shocked me because I never hear anyone talk about it. And it's just one of those
What is it?
little
I missed
horror
it.
movies. It's a good movie. It really holds up. It's not great. It's college kids and they rent rooms at a boarding house because there's not enough room in the dorm, and one by one they start disappearing, and there's this weird family that owns the house. But it's a good movie. It holds up,
What's it
and
called?
Silent Scream.
Silent Scream. Okay.
Silent Scream, and I was shocked that it got a 4K. I was like, I didn't even know people still talked about that movie. I mean, I've
Awesome.
always had it in my collection just because, but I was surprised. But
Did
I've
you see
seen
Star Wars?
yep, more times than I can count. It was
That's awesome.
amazing. I
It
mean,
is
I've
awesome.
seen some pretty
That's
amazing things. Like I saw Friday the 13th the night it opened, like crazy.
That's
So
awesome.
there is something fun for being
What?
old. You get to see a lot of cool things in theaters.
So cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
But
I envy you.
yeah, you do gain perspective, I have to say. Like, I don't think I was talking to a friend and I said, I could never go to high school now. There's so much pressure. Like high school, like I couldn't, I'd never make it. The social anxiety would just take over. It's hard. It's hard now with things being so different, but I try to keep up. But obviously, sometimes my brain fails me, and that's okay.
Well, you heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Stephanie's age
The
reveal.
confession.
My
Larry,
Eddie's
it's still
channel
your turn.
exclusive.
Was it real
Yeah.
or was it AI?
I'll just tell everyone it was an AI
It was
video.
an AI. Yeah.
AI. There's no proof.
Hopefully, they've recovered
They're
from
dying.
the search. They were
They're probably dying because we're all
upstairs
great.
and downstairs.
Oh my god.
They even did a divide and conquer. That's great. Oh,
You
that's
go this way,
funny.
I go that way.
Yeah, we're all gonna find it. And me, I'm
Usually
thinking I'm
guys,
gonna go downstairs. You would have never seen me again. I'll find it. I would just come back up with the T2 and said, "Here it is, but I busted."
Yeah, I've added it to the watch list as well, and Miko agrees there. The social media now,
Yeah.
it's good and bad, but
I love not having a cell phone. It was so great.
again,
I
I mean,
remember I just
go
loved
ahead,
it.
go
It
ahead.
was just so everything was so easy. I know it seems like it's easier now. I guess things are more convenient. Everything's at our fingertips, but
it's
the
not.
world
It's
was
more complicated than ever.
yeah, right. It was so
You want to order a pizza?
uncomplicated.
Let's download an app and then order it, and
Yes.
then it's like just
Yeah.
call the fucking store.
Call
I'm
the
sorry,
place,
it's like,
yeah.
you're adding
Call the-
20 different steps to something that's really easy to do. It's not more simple. I'm sorry.
And now no one will ever have the pure joy of using a disgusting payphone booth in New York City.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to shove
Disgusting
my
joy.
brother and I both into the payphone, and then she'd come in after us and shut the door, and it was so disgusting. We're pushed up against the glass, and kids today will never
Ew.
know that joy.
Yeah.
They're oh. Go on.
You
We'll
can watch
keep going.
TikToks
Go
about
on.
it.
Yeah.
This like all right, yeah, Laren.
Is it
I
me?
think you're up, man.
Oh,
Before
okay.
your break. Yeah, it was you were up. So you're
I'm
number
glad you guys
3.
talked through the break.
Mhm.
All right, here
Yeah,
it is.
we did the confession.
You just
Evil Dead 2.
Oh, yes.
couldn't tell what that was.
Great pick.
And sorry, am I kind of like not? I don't know. Anyway,
No,
Is that a
that's
DVD?
perfect, right where you did.
it is the DVD. It's that classic sort of poster
I
that
love
they
that.
did.
Sweet.
It's awesome. I've had this since like 2006, I think. So I've had this for a really long time. I've had I used to have Army of Darkness forever. You hear this all the time from physical media collectors. Like, I got rid of it years ago because I had upgraded it, and it's like one of my biggest regrets. So now since then, since like 2011 or something, I've just kept everything because I'm crazy, and I'm afraid if I get rid of it, then I'll regret it. Anyway, Evil Dead 2. Oh my god. I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said? It's incredible.
Mhm.
I saw Army of Darkness first, and then I saw Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 at the same time later as a teenager. But I saw Army of Darkness when I was like 10. So I was just like so ready for Evil Dead 2, and it's so good. It's so fun. And I like the first Evil Dead so much too. I mean, it was hard not to put that on here, but Bruce Campbell, he came out of his shell, I think, really in that movie, and really became Ash, and sort of his on-screen persona kind of culminates right there. It's so good. And again, the special effects are amazing. Sam Raimi's camera work, he's described film as like a magic on screen, and you can tell that he has a childlike sort of, he just wants to put something crazy out there, and it's just so good. And it's been replicated, as we know, many times the world over, honestly. And yeah, I mean, how could I not put it on here? Do you guys have any memories of seeing Evil Dead 2 for the first time? Did you see it in theaters, Stephanie? Perhaps.
I saw, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
There were
jealous. Very jealous.
there were times when they would there was a drive-in by my house, and they
Ooh.
would play the trilogy. Like, you could go and see, they would do like a double header, or they would do the
Yeah.
trilogy, and they would bring back, because they would do like retro movie nights and bring back things that had left the theater, and that was always fun to go to the drive-in and see things at the drive-in. That was a blast too.
I bet.
Yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
there's still drive-ins here and there. I think there's one in Pennsylvania that I heard was having a hard time, but they were trying to get community support, and they had a lot of community support. I went to a drive-in, I would say within right before COVID, up on
Mhm.
Cape Cod in Massachusetts, and that was a blast. It was just so much fun. Nothing like a drive-in.
I've never been to a drive-in because I'm
It's
very
fun.
young. No,
But you know what? They
they're
have
around.
them. They're
They're
around, and
Yeah.
if you ever find one, no matter what they're playing, just go for the experience. It's fun. Hanging
I
the
will.
big ugly speaker on your window, and
I
Turn on
it's
the
almost
fun.
radio.
like they have you like do it through your car radio now, I think,
Radio,
or you
car
bring your
radio,
own portable radio and they do that.
Okay,
But
because the one that would be better because the one that we went to on Cape Cod, they were still you had the option of the speaker. Of course, we took it, and it was a little choppy. The
yeah,
the sound was a little choppy. The radio would have been better.
it's
But
funny.
yeah.
In 2020, Bruce Campbell did like a tour of like drive-in movie theaters where they were showing Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, like
Oh,
on 35
cool.
millimeter. And I almost made
Nice.
a road trip to go see him, but it was like 100 degrees. And
Ugh.
at the time I didn't realize that I could bring a portable radio because I'm stupid, and I thought that I was gonna have my car started the whole time or my battery would die or
Right.
something. And I was like, it's like
Right.
100 degrees, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do that. And then I figured out that I could use a portable radio, and I was like, I still don't think I want to make that road trip when it's like 100 degrees out. So I ended up not going, but I wish
Yeah.
I would have. Yeah,
You never know. Might
but it
come
was like
back
social
again.
distancing too. Like you could have met Bruce, but it would have been like from like 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a tough one to meet. Like for I know he was at what is it, Texas, the big convention in Texas that they do, Texas Frightmare.
Yeah.
And I knew
Well,
somebody that's the only autograph she wanted, and she was like, she got there so early. She waited in line for hours, and he's expensive too to get an autograph on.
it's funny. He used to be really easy to meet, but now that
Now he's
everybody
a
does
big name.
conventions,
Yeah.
yeah, because he used to do them way back in the day when they were real small, but now they've
Yep.
gotten huge, and he's still doing them, and now he's expensive.
Yeah. And one of my friends who he was going to conventions when they were, like you said, small, and a lot of the talent didn't even charge for autographs, and now you can pay upwards of
Yeah,
$100 for an autograph. And but
crazy.
I don't know, like I've met a few people. I met the Saska sisters, who were just awesome, and I met Kane Hodder and Nev Campbell, and
Sweet.
we met
Nice.
the Halloween
Are
guy.
you
One
from?
of the
You're from like
Halloween
the East Coast, clearly, right?
Jersey. Yeah, there's one that Monster Mania. They have 2 a
Nice.
year in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and then they have them in I think Maryland. They've expanded down to Maryland, so I don't know where you are, but they're a good. They run a nice convention, Monster Mania. But
I'm in
it's always
Illinois,
fun.
but yeah.
Nathan will pick you up on the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Nathan's
Missouri.
supposed to come
This
to my
is so
house.
cool. I've had it forever.
Well, if Bruce Campbell's ever coming to Monster
Nice.
Mania, I'll let you know, and Nathan can pick you up, and we can all go.
Yep. I'm nearby, Missouri.
Oh, me? Pick me up. Oh, sweet. I had no idea. Oh, wait, I did know that because of KB. I did know.
KB, yeah.
Holy
he's,
crap! Because I saw
2
you.
hours
You just
away.
like appeared in the background of KB's video once. I was like, holy crap!
Oh, the girls
How
go
long?
to New Jersey. You come to New Jersey once a month. Fun. Mike on.
Originally from
Well, we'll have
Jersey.
to do a
Nice.
meetup one of
Yeah.
these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Those are always fun. Even though I've never done one, but they look fun.
I
The
love
meetups?
Mika and Kira's accents.
Yeah. That's cool. All this time I've known you guys, I never knew you were from Jersey. Nice.
Yeah. And then I don't know
Oh my.
where in Jersey. Yeah, maybe not the exact location. We
Nathan.
don't want to give out
Yeah.
private information.
Any thoughts on Evil Dead 2? What do you think?
I love Evil Dead too. I think my favorite out of the franchise has always been Army of Darkness. Evil Dead freaked me out when I first saw it. It scared the life out of me. And I actually had, I think Garrett from Born to Be Rad, I think it was him. it was either him or Planet CHH. They showed the DVD set with the book, and I think it was Garrett. But
Yes.
I had that. I had that set with the book, the DVD, and it just unfortunately they just didn't make it right, and the plastic all started to disintegrate and fall apart. And I wish I never got rid of it because it was so perfect. It was such a perfect release,
Yeah.
but that book gave me nightmares. The book scared me more than the movie.
I'll bet.
Yeah. I really like Evil Dead 2. It's probably my favorite of the bunch, personally. They're all so tonally different, and I think that's what makes them so great. Is they're, you know, at least the original three that I'm thinking of. I even the remakes. I really like the one from is it the early 2000s or like late 2000s, or is it like early 2010s?
2013.
2013. Okay. Yeah, the 2013 one that I really like. The last one was okay, but in general, and I like Ash vs. Evil Dead, the show. So it's all a great universe. I love it. And yeah, Evil Dead 2 just goes up to 11. If you know, to quote Spinal Tap a little earlier, that's how I consider Evil Dead 2 compared to Evil Dead 1, up to 11.
For sure.
All right, Evil Dead 2. Yeah, those are some that I need to rewatch. I've only seen them once, and I guess maybe it was my expectations. I don't know, but I guess I wasn't expecting like for it to go full on comedy, and I kind of wanted more of the horror. But knowing that now, I think I just need to give them a rewatch, and maybe I'll appreciate it more. But
Yeah.
definitely, like
I mean,
you can see
for the
how
amount of
influential
comedy, you have an equal amount of blood. So that's
Definitely
you kind of
campy.
cut off there. I'm not sure. I didn't.
I know
didn't
my
catch what you
internet's
said, Larry.
fucking up right now. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. You can type it in the chat. All right. So I think we can go on to steps number 3. Is that cool with everyone? Or any final thoughts? All right.
Well, this
Sounds
is one
good.
that I shared and in a video that I did a few weeks ago that were the movies that made me a horror fan. And I ended my video with this one because to me, this film is a game changer film, or it was at the time. And that is the original Nightmare Before Elm Street. And I saw it in theaters. And this came at a time, I believe it's 87. Eddie, you can fact check me on that one. I think it was 87, if I'm not
84.
mistaken.
84.
84? 84. Okay. So this
Yeah.
came at a time when horror was starting to feel a little bit stale. And we were getting a lot of, franchise, get Friday the 13th 2, Friday the 13th, it felt like the same old, same old. And horror just was starting to feel like, okay, we need something new. We need something fresh. We need something different. And here comes this Nightmare on Elm Street. We had never seen anything like it. They upped the practical effects, and the mask was just insane. It was like nothing I'd ever seen. And this was the movie, the first one of many movies. I have times in my life that movies give you hope for the future, but this character in this story and everything they did with this, it was so horrifying at the time, and it was just so good, and it gave us such hope for what was coming in the next batch of horror movies, because we started to see for the first time that they could ramp it up a notch and it could be something new and creative and different. And I mean, I know it went on to have, various installments that, it becomes what it is. It's a franchise, but talk about seeing the original for the first time. It was just mind-blowing because it was so unique, and the craftsmanship that they put into these effects were just unbelievable. It was unmatched at the time. So I know if I watch it now, it feels dated. But back then, it was like a breath of fresh air for horror fans. And the glove with the knives, and everything about it was great. And I'll never forget the poor Johnny Depp and his demise in his mattress. But yep. Whoosh. But yeah, this is one of my game changer films, especially when it comes to horror. So I'm grateful that I was able to see it in theaters, and I'm grateful that I got to see it for the first time when it was brand new. And like I said, it just gave us hope for what horror could do for people, and that it was advancing in a way that we hadn't seen before. And it wasn't like you weren't like full CGI yet. It was still that they actually had to put the work into those practical effects and make that mask work and just make it work through craftsmanship. And I love that. I have a lot of respect for that. So that's my next pick. And it
Great
was
pick.
awesome in theaters. And I'm kind of bummed out about that they put such a cap on the new set that's coming out. The American set, Steelbook set that people seem to want, they capped it at 4,000. And I just think that that's a shame that more and more of that is happening, and people are feeling the pressure to pre-order, and the FOMO, and the price is high,
Yeah.
and it was released without artwork. People had to pre-order without artwork. And I just think it's really unfortunate that a lot of people are going to miss out on that because they limited such a important franchise that people have been asking for to 4,000. Good news is that the UK version, even though it's more expensive, is still available if people haven't been able to get, I'm talking about the Steelbook set. You can get the films if you want the standard edition, but I think a lot of people, even if they're not Steelbook people, they want that Steelbook set for this. And we've waited a long time for a new set. So I would have been happy if they just did, like, I have the original cardboard box set that they did with the DVDs where it makes Freddy's picture.
Nice
I would
set,
have been
yeah.
happy with something like that again. Honestly, I don't need the Steelbook, but if I'm going to go the Steelbook versus what they showed for the regular standard edition, I'm going to go for the Steelbook. But I don't think they should have limited it to 4,000. I think that's unfortunate for a lot of fans. There's more than 4,000 fans in the United States. And I think that's
absolutely
a shame.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I don't know if my internet's fucking up right now. I've said fuck like 20 times in this stream. Sorry about that.
Family friendly show, Larry.
I grew up.
No,
Of course it is. I grew up with this movie. It was one of the film. It was the film that I will say desensitized me completely. I love this movie, and I think that it is a shame that there's only 4,000. I thought that slipcover you just showed, that's from like the fucking 5th film or something. Like that has nothing to do with the first one.
Yep.
I hate that, but I got the Steelbook, so it's okay. But yeah, I mean, I remember watching this movie and being like, "Is this scary?" And then I was like, "No, it's not. It's just a movie that I watch like every day because my mom would put the VHS in like every day of my fucking life." So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. We're all good. Everything fell. Everything collapsed. It's all right. We're all good. I got a little excited.
It's okay, man.
Well, okay.
That's what happened. So
Is it all
you go
right?
live.
Good. We're good.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Nathan,
just,
you got any? Sorry, Stephanie, go ahead. I was just gonna ask Nathan if he has any backstory with Nightmare. But
yeah. No, go Nathan. Go.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty late bloomer to horror, so horror became a love of mine. Probably I want to say like the late 2000s, which is later for a lot of people. But at the same time, it took me a while to watch the Nightmare films, and I finally watched them all. I remember watching the first one, I feel like when I was in my like late teens. So right around the time I watched like the first Friday the 13th and whatnot. So just all the slashers, like the classics I wanted to check off at least the first movie. And ever since, I've seen all the Nightmare on Elm Street films, and I'm a fan of the franchise. I do wish there was like a studio like maybe Arrow would put out something related to Nightmare, but I know that's a studio thing. But at the same time, I just feel like there is a very minimal effort into these releases personally. I mean, it's the same with like the original Blu-ray box set, which I have, and it's not necessarily the best. Yeah, I mean, I have it, but like,
yep.
like here's the movies like in a stack. pretty much like those old Walmart things where they all
Yep.
put them all in one thing.
Yeah.
So that's what it feels like.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I missed out on the pre-order, but I was checking like every day, and I just gave up.
Well, they have
Oh damn.
I mean, if you check the movie room, I don't know if you want to splurge for the UK, but I think they still have UK Steelbook, which is exactly the same. It just comes out a little later, and it is a little more expensive, but it's the same set. It just includes region-free Blu-rays. I thought they were region B, but someone reported that it's region free, the Blu-rays as well. But
Shoot.
if they're the same scans, we don't really need them. But if you missed out, I would check the movie room. And I've ordered things from them in the past, and they do a great job shipping everything and no problems. But that's where I
Yeah,
ordered
I'll
my
look into
set
that.
from. Because they're
Stephanie, what's your background? What's going on behind you?
what's going on?
I'm
it's
sorry.
just-
That's a dumb thing to ask right now, but what's
No,
behind
I
you
haven't-
right now?
Well, it's just a
It's
background,
ready.
it's a fake background. It's just a brick wall with like
Freddy.
torches and stuff. It's supposed to be for creepy season. It's to hide my partner's desk that's behind me with all kinds of crap on it. I'm like, are you going to clean the desk? And the next thing I
Nice.
know, the backdrop's up.
Yeah, you imagine
It's
with
just
Nathan
like
with the brick
it's
wall.
like
I
a
love it.
sheet
I love it.
almost. So I wanted to
I
give
love that you
appearance.
said it's Freddy. I was like, it's Freddy. It kind of freaks me out a little
It's
bit.
Freddy.
You know.
We're down in Freddy's done in the boiler room. There's an oven in here.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, going
Yeah.
back to that movie real quick. I'm not, like I said, I didn't grow up in the 80s. I haven't seen a ton of these
Right.
horror slashers, but of course, if you compare the popular ones, Michael, Jason, Freddy.
Yep.
I like they gave Freddy more of a personality, whereas Jason, Michael were more silent killers. Freddy, I know the comedy came later on more so,
Yes.
but he obviously had like those quotable lines of dialogue. I feel like that even kind of paved the way for characters like Chucky in the late 80s. So that's definitely just something I wanted to point out. Like I was also a late bloomer. I watched Nightmare maybe for the first time in the last 2 to 3 years, but yeah, I also really
Have any
like
of
Dream
you
Warriors.
I'm glad you watched.
have any of you seen the Robert Englund documentary that came out, I guess last year?
Not yet.
It's like
to.
Hollywood Nightmares and something like that. It is amazing.
I just bought the
Amazing.
steelbook of it for really cheap, and I'm gonna watch it soon.
Is there really a steelbook, or are you just messing with me? There's a
Oh
steelbook
no,
of that?
there is a steelbook. Yeah. And I found
you
it used
serious?
at like Mega Replay for like $20, and I was like,
Oh.
I have to buy this. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have this steelbook.
Look it up. I
love
promise
that.
it exists.
I know. I love that documentary. And to find out that Robert Englund was like a classically trained actor.
Yes.
And he kind of just got pigeonholed into the Nightmare franchise, and he never really intended to stay as long as he did, but he's like, you got a good thing going. I mean, you got to stay with the
Why not?
character. But yeah, but I know that he aspired to do a lot of other things that I don't know, maybe he'll continue. I don't know if he's going to, what his plans are, but he is such an interesting man. And that's a great documentary. I can't recommend it enough because even just to learn about him as a person, even if you're not a fan of the Nightmare movies or franchise, I think he is just such an amazing person. I think he's great. So that's a good one to
I have
add.
a fun fact about Robert Englund. He apparently was hired on Halloween and to spread like the fake foliage around Pasadena. So
Yes,
he
you're
worked
right.
on the original Halloween.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Because they were shooting and it was summer, right?
Yes.
And they needed to spread leaves around to make it look like the fall foliage. Yep.
He was
You're
one of the
right.
dudes who did that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, you're right. I heard that. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's he's a cool dude.
Yeah, Mika's saying, I'm pretty sure, back in the 80s, it kind of freaked out a lot of people coming out of the theater that night.
Yep.
And then William is talking about live stream. No, there will be no promotion of other live streams during my. No, I'm joking.
Everyone is stuck here. Stay here.
Everyone's got to stay here. No, I'm
Yep.
joking.
You never know what'll come out in the confessionals between movies.
We did have the UK version. Yeah, it sucks how they limit the editions, but Sarah saying she subbed. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And we'll move on to our number 2. So I think it's my turn. Yeah. So all right. So my number 2 is another one I don't own. I wish I had that box set, but that's gonna be The Fly. Another kind of one of those body horror, I guess you can call it. Similar to King of Comedy in the sense where the main character is kind of, you're witnessing his downward spiral, this deterioration, not only mentally, but maybe not in King of Comedy, but physically in The Fly. And somewhat of a commentary on, some could interpret it as terminal illness. Just the way he's kind of stuck in this, like, different or it's like I said earlier, deteriorating kind of physically. And yeah, I mean, I think Jeff Goldblum is, I hadn't really seen much of Jeff Goldblum at that point. Obviously I had seen him in Jurassic Park, cameo in some MCU here and there. So that was really one of the first times I really saw his acting ability. And yeah, I think he and Gina Davis just put on some really good performances in that one. But yeah, at the early, some David Cronenberg, just one of the best when it comes to practical effects, body horror, and The Fly is no exception. I just was blown away by The Fly, and I haven't seen the sequels, but I'm definitely interested. I mean, I wish I owned that box set. I don't know. I passed on it.
They're showing up in if you have thrift stores by you. I've seen people out thrifting, not Goodwill type of thing, like more like a
Vintage
Second
stock here.
Yeah, Second Charles, and I think
Looks
I saw
familiar.
it. Yeah, so it
I've
is
seen
showing
it
up.
on. Yeah, I've seen it online. I just I don't know. I guess I've been prioritizing other things, but I definitely want that one.
Yeah, I mean, if you thrift, I mean, I don't have any thrifting things close by, nearby, but I have seen people find it in their thrifting videos. But like I said, it's more like a
Nice.
store, like Second Charles and things like that. But Nathan, you have some decent places out by you, right?
Yeah. I was going to say vintage stock, which is like a Midwest thing. And then they have it. I mean, like I see like box sets of like The Omen a lot of the times, or I see like The Fly. So a lot of the Shout Factory box sets you can see secondhand, which is nice. At least it's available still,
Sweet.
not limited to 4,000 copies. So
you could probably check Bull Moose too online, because if they have it, they'll send it to you. And they're pretty, like, they'll even do trades. Like, you can send them in a trade, and if you wanted it. But Bull Moose is they're I mean, I've gotten secondhand things from them, and it's always in great condition.
Wow.
And they have,
check that out. Definitely
I
make a note
actually
of that.
went when I went to Maine, I actually went to one of their stores, and they're just amazing. It's an amazing experience to walk into a Bull Moose store, but it's super cool. And I would check there, and I would also check Nathan Orbit, right? Because their Orbit is always getting people who send in, they say they want gently used stuff. So they're very honest about the condition of everything that they resell. So you might want to, you could even write them an email and ask them if they have it, and they'll let you know if they have it.
Yeah, for sure.
They're
Sweet.
great.
I'm checking right now. Yeah. Hopefully I can get my hands on that. Specifically just
It's
for the
out
first
there.
one, because like I said, I haven't the sequels, but just for the first one alone, I definitely want that film in my collection.
Have you seen the remake?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the original.
Yeah, no, just only the Jeff Goldblum Cronenberg.
So you
Original
don't
good too.
have the Jeff Goldblum one in your collection at all?
Is that the original? Am I just misinformed?
No, there's an
You can take
there's
my.
an original.
There's a
an
Vincent Price one.
Yeah, there's an original, and then the
Not
one
Vincent
with
Price.
Jeff.
But so
yeah.
the box set contains the original or the remake?
Both.
All of them.
All of them.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
It's well worth the pickup if you're a fan.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the film?
Fantastic
Love it.
movie. One of the
Love
best body horror movies of all time.
I almost pulled it, actually. It was in my hand, and I was like, somebody's gonna pull this. So I tried to just go simple, but it's an amazing movie, and one
It's
I go
also a
back to
romance.
frequently. Yep.
It's also
Gina Davis,
very
they were
romantic.
great. I
A
used to
good
call
Valentine's
myself.
Day watch.
It is,
I made
honestly.
it's great. I mean, it's body horror, definitely. But I made a joke when I used to do the weekly live streams, and I said I was Brundlefly because all my outfits are the same because I don't want to think about what I have to wear. It's like it's a black shirt, Brundlefly. But yeah, it's great. But you definitely would love the box set. It's well worth
For
it.
sure. Yeah. It's on my list, my never-ending wish list. All right. So I think Laren's in and out here, but hopefully we can catch him in time for his number 2. But Nathan, you want to share your number 2?
Yeah. Well, this one's tough because these are literally 2 of my favorite films of all time. So, unfortunately, you know what? I'm just gonna. This is so difficult. I'm gonna put this one first. Okay. I had to choose. It was like I love these too much. But this is from 1987, which is my favorite film year. Which I mentioned. I didn't mention that with Predator, but these are my top 2 favorite movies from 1987. I'm talking about The Princess Bride. This is,
Nice.
I mean, another Rob Reiner classic. Rob Reiner's popped up 3 times, which is incredible. I mean, he's made just 3 of the, if not maybe 4 or 5 of the best 80s movies of all time.
Great director.
You know, I just adore this movie. I adore the book. Everything about this movie speaks just of all the different types of genres that you want: fantasy, action, swashbuckling, romance, comedy, a little bit of horror in there too, with some medieval torture devices and death, almost death. But there's just some classic moments in here with some fantastic one-liners that a lot of people, are, kind of just recite, verbatim all the time with each other. I feel like everybody I know has seen this movie, which is a surprise because I feel like that's becoming less and less of a thing these days. Anytime I'm like, have you seen this? And then the people are like, no. But The Princess Bride remains one of those movies that a lot of people have seen, which is surprising, but also amazing. So when I used to teach, I actually would ask, if people had seen this movie, and a lot of them had, and I used different video clips from this movie in my class, actually, just to get some points across. So anyway, Princess Bride, it's one of the best romance, action, adventure, comedy, horror, swashbuckling movies ever. So
It's definitely a good one. Fred Savage.
Mhm.
Did you pick up the
Andre the
do the
Giant.
4K?
I
Yeah.
did not get the 4K just yet. I mean, it's literally the same thing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
I just know that you're a super fan, so I didn't know.
Oh,
like
I
if you-
am. I do plan on getting it. I would like to see what the UK does if they do something.
Oh, yeah, that would be good too.
I'll upgrade it regardless. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it some time because luckily Criterion doesn't sell out really, so that's nice.
That is a nice thing about Criterion, that they do let their movies hang around for a while, so there's not that urgency if you want to wait for the next sale or whatnot. But yeah, I love that packaging. I know originally people had issues with maybe some of the lettering coming off on the back.
Yeah.
Did you have that?
It's true.
Oh, yeah,
You can
because
see
they
the
had
U.
the
Yeah.
Oh
My
wow!
copy as well. Mine did that too.
You know what, Nathan? I bet they would replace that for you now with a
Oh,
4K.
I'm okay with that.
Just saying.
I know. I
They're
could
good-
use
they're-
the system.
They're good with that. they sent out the All About Eve. They sent every one of us new packaging and a new book because they did those little rubber dots that rip the book apart.
Yeah.
But they sent out all new packaging. You got to keep your discs, and they sent new packaging, which was really nice because it did destroy the book, and it was very hard to get those out. The
Oh, I know.
discs out. Oh, was a nightmare. But they do stand behind their stuff, which is hard to find these days. Like with so many 4Ks requiring replacement discs for one reason or another, probably because they're only being made in one place. But
Right.
you know, but they just make the process so easy, and you can watch something 4 years down the road and say it didn't work, and they'll send you a new one. But
Yeah.
that's my thing.
I
But I
do.
love that film. I
That's
love
awesome.
it. It's like you said, it has a little bit of everything, and the swashbuckling and the romance, and I just love it. It's
Got
just a good
kissing in it
fun.
too.
Yeah. Blah.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you're right. Pretty much everyone's seen it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Great pick, Nathan. Sarah says Evil Dead Rise is one of not her favorite Evil Dead.
Definitely my favorite.
And
Definitely not for me,
Nightmare
but
4K.
it's good.
What, Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2?
Evil Dead Rise, I think, is maybe
Evil
the
Dead
weakest in the
Rise.
franchise
Yeah,
for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate it.
Right. I agree.
All right, so Nathan's number 2, Princess Bride, and I guess we can. Well, the order switched up for me. I don't know if y'all seeing it the same way, but I guess we can just stay with the same order. Laren,
You can click on us and drag us to different spots.
Can I? Oh, okay. I never. You can
Oh,
toggle
maybe
yours.
with the new layout you
there we
can.
go.
Oh,
what is this?
Wow.
Sorcery.
all right.
Sweet. All right.
For me, yeah, you are a
All right,
wizard. You're a wizard. All right, we got it.
Escape from
Escape
New York.
from New York.
Oh, yep.
Some Carpenter.
I had to do it. I got to put a Carpenter in there. I was this close to choosing the Thing. I hope someone else chooses that later. But if not, we're going to talk about it because it's in my honorable mentions. If not, but oh my god, I mean, talk about an iconic character with Snake Plissken. You just can't. How can you compete with it? I love Escape from LA too. I know a lot of Carpenter fans are like, oh, it's shit or whatever, but it's so similar to the first one. How could you not love it if you love the first one? That's what I say. It's amazing. It's a very political film, yet it's an action film, and it's a character study, and it's it's like an observation of New York City in many ways, and the state of America, and it's very, very relevant today, even though it's based in Reagan era. It's so good, and it's oh my god, it's amazing. The characters, the poster, I think, is maybe my favorite poster in cinema. It's absolutely incredible. I don't know if you can get better than that, but it's just my number 2. So
It's a great film. And like you said,
thoughts?
it feels so relevant now. And it goes back to what we were talking to in the beginning, that if you wait long enough, everything comes full circle. And it's definitely a full circle moment with that movie. I think it's fantastic. Great pick.
Is that your
It's the
favorite
Batman
Carpenter,
cinema.
Laren?
I don't know. I say my Desert Island movie is always Halloween, because if I don't watch that on October 31st, I might as well be dead anyway. So that's the movie I'm choosing for the island.
Yeah.
So probably Halloween, but I don't know. It's a toss up. Like I said, there's so many good 80s Carpenter films.
That was his
It was
decade,
a
for
really
sure.
hard decision. Very hard.
Mm-hmm.
You like that one,
That's a
Nathan?
good.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. I was gonna say Kurt Russell also, just in general. in the 80s, and with John Carpenter is just like a fantastic duo.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I feel like that character's, along with maybe, I would say, Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China, and I would say, as is it
McCready.
Is it McCready? McCready?
McCready. Yeah.
McCready, as the thing. I, for some reason, was like Mick something. But regardless, those are the three most iconic, I feel like, Kurt Russell characters, in my opinion.
For sure.
Is the Escape movie, Big Trouble in Little China, and The Thing. So, I adore that movie, and I actually still haven't yet to see Escape from LA, which is, I know. But I will eventually watch it. I do know about the ups and downs. I've seen the surfing scene. I've seen enough to know, that it's more campy. So I am definitely I'll be in the headspace when I watch it. So
you should definitely check it out too. And it is campy, and it is, it's kind of like, I understand why people don't like it, but also it's like, how could you not? It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Did you see it in theaters, Stephanie?
I did not. That was one that I rented.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still awesome.
Oh yeah.
Saw it for the first time when I bought that Green Factory 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah, the steel is beautiful for that. The one they just put out.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah, if you can get the 4K of that, it's...
Oh yeah, you need to get the 4K.
That's Laren,
sure.
You have the Green Factory one? Or...
Yeah, I have the steel. I think that the artwork is okay. They could have done anything with it. I would have loved to see Kurt Russell's face on the front of it, but whatever. I bought it anyway because I'm a slut for Carpenter. Sorry to it.
Yeah, don't blame me, man.
Had to.
All right, so
yeah.
All right, so Escape from New York, solid pick. Stephanie, your number 2, ready?
All right. Well, this one, I actually did not see this one in the theater. I kind of ignored it, and I just talked about it in my last video that the clerk at the video store was like, "What is wrong with you? Why did you not see Lost Boys in theaters?" And this was probably one of the first modern vampire movies that I saw. Now, at the time, it was modern. And you have Kiefer Sutherland, Jason Patrick, the 2 Coreys. I mean, it's a stacked cast. It's a lot of fun. And it was just so great. And I had not seen anything like this as far as in the vampire genre, because I was watching like old vampire movies and Dracula movies, Universal Monsters, Hammer, things like that. And then you come in with something like this that feels young and cool and hip and fun. And it definitely appealed to a younger demographic, which was something that was needed to draw in more horror fans. And I just thought everything about this was a blast, and I still enjoy it to this day. I watch it regularly to this day, and it just holds up for me. So I had to put it on the list. I'm a vampire junkie, so I was
You
wishing
also
that
like
I could put...
saxophone, so
Huh?
You also like
X-Men.
saxophone.
Yeah. But I mean, this is just, it's so much fun, and I love movies like Byzantium, 30 Days of Night, things like that. Byzantium is an underrated gem of a vampire movie, but
I agree.
Unfortunately not the 80s. But
I have not seen that one.
Oh, with
It's
Saoirse
good.
Ronan. And to think Saoirse Ronan as a vampire, you would think this is going to be so lame. It is so good. There's such a story there. So if you haven't seen Byzantium, definitely highly recommend that one. Yep, Mika, they get it. They love Byzantium too.
I like it.
But Lost Boys was it was one that was, I wish I had seen this in theaters, but I kept blowing it off, and so I did the video store rental for my first watch, but it was not going to be my last watch. So that's a lot. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, Lost Boys is a blast. I also another one that I was late to the game on, but I've seen it twice now, and it's quickly becoming like part of the regular October rotation for sure.
Right.
It's such like
It's
immaculate 80s vibes. Like you said, the cast, the Corys, it's just
Yep.
fantastic.
And it's cool to like look back at these movies that have the nostalgia, but also how they impacted certain genres. They're whatever genre they're in. But horror has a tendency to get into ruts and drag. And then all of a sudden you'll get this banger of a movie that comes out and it just changes everything and it breathes new life into it and it brings a new crowd and then it starts to head in a whole it's constantly reinventing itself, which is one of the things I love about it. One of many things that I love about horror. Just when you think it's kind of petered out and it's run its course, just a new banger will come out and set the bar even higher. And you're never I personally don't feel like you're ever really disappointed because there's always something coming. And Lost Boys was one of those films, and that's why I put it in the pile because I was gonna pick something that Nathan has, but, um, I put that in because again, it was one of those that was very impactful, I thought at the time. At the time, but it's
I
a
mean,
fun
yeah,
one,
still
so
still a great movie. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's still fun.
it's
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
completely.
Yeah,
Holds
I
up.
think. Oh, lost you there, Laren. Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm sorry.
are you?
Great film, totally holds up today.
Gotcha.
I'm
Laren
so
agrees.
sorry.
Great film. Nah, you're good, bro. Not to worry. All right. So I think, unless something else you wanted to add, Nathan, or
No. I love the Lost Boys. I was gonna say Saxman is definitely where it's at. So great music, great cast. Definitely has the sleekness and the vibe that the kids would like vampires, and it definitely carried over. I love that movie. So
Yeah.
great 4K too. It's one of the best ones. So
Oh, yeah, it's a great 4K. Because you never know, like, with the 4K, if it's a newer movie, I don't know what you guys have been doing with your collecting, but I know now that they don't always include the Blu-ray with the 4K. If it's a new release, and I don't think the 4K is really required, I'm buying the Blu-rays. Just
yeah.
if they don't have both in the release, just because a lot of times when it's a new release, the transfer is already there.
Yeah.
So
Because
how
it's
much
shot
of an
on film
how much of an uptick are you really gonna
versus
see?
digital. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it also depends on the genre of the movie. I don't mind if my horror is a little grainy and gritty because I think it adds to that ambiance and that atmosphere that you're looking for. So, yeah,
yeah.
but that's
I
just a little collector thing.
mean, sometimes, yeah, sometimes. I mean, some people prefer watching those movies even on VHS. It's just like that aesthetic,
Yeah,
that
Like
nostalgia
Halloween's a
factor.
good example. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that are deep into collecting Laserdisc, and I know people that are collecting Laserdiscs and are still trying to find a working player. But, there's diehard Laserdisc collectors, and I know I have a handful of favorites on DVD because that's the way I remember watching them, and there's something to that. It's fun every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Full circle.
Yep.
And talking
Yeah.
about Byzantium, I assume.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
You'll
I
love it. If
added
you
that
like
to
vampires, you'll
watch
love it.
list.
Excellent story there too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna adding that one. Okay. So I think, do we need Aaron still? No, we got Aaron, right?
You got
Okay.
his, yep.
Now we're back. We're back to me. Number one. You guys ready for the
Yep.
final picks?
Final
We
round.
are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Laren's back here. Let me just add him. Hopefully
Here.
it pops up.
All
There
right.
it is. There you are. Thanks for joining.
Hi.
All right. Laren. No worries, man. No worries. We'll
I'm
keep
so
it moving.
sorry.
Not to worry, man. Right. Number one. Hopefully you can hear us, but if not, sorry. You can catch the replay. So number one, I guess I will just show it off. It's a basic pick, but I mean, it's a classic for a reason. The Shining.
Love it.
I mean, what can I say? I mean, right from the opening sequence, you get that
Yes.
overhead shot, that eerie score, setting the tone, that unsettling tone, and again, just one of Jack Nicholson's. He has so many great performances. You can, I mean, take your pick, right? But this is
Yep.
just one of my personal favorites of his. And then Kubrick. I mean, just one of the best to ever do it. One of the best behind the camera. He's one of my favorite directors, and this is another showcase of why. I mean, just his like ability to see like his vision, his camera work, the way like I mentioned right now, just like overhead shots and the way he just lingers on a shot and makes you just sit there during an uncomfortable, unsettling moments. You got the low angle shots, the Danny riding the bicycle down the hallway and you're just following it. It's just his camera work is just second to none. So a masterpiece. Stands a test of time. I mean, even watching the 4K, it looks like it could have been made yesterday. So just
4K is
timeless
great.
horror classic. And I don't even want to just narrow it down and simplify it as simply a horror film. It's so much more than that. It's not just a ghost tale. It's also like, again, another portrait of just the human psyche and just what isolation can do to somebody and a family dynamic. I mean, it's just, I can go on and on, but yeah, it's masterpiece.
And definitely, if not, I mean, obviously, the Stephen King didn't like it, but of course, who cares on that regard? Because
Right.
this is like obviously one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, with one of the greatest actors of all time, making a timeless story, like you said. It's definitely one of, if not my favorite Stanley Kubrick films, or like has been since I was younger. That's up in the air right now. It's either 2001: A Space Odyssey or Barry Lyndon or The Shining. Those are like the top three for me, but they all could be, somebody's favorite movie. But this one I feel like is maybe the most commercially successful movie he's made. I would say, like, just like for everybody to like. I think this is the movie
Yeah.
that
I think
most
so.
people, which is weird to say because obviously it's got dark material in it, but a lot of people resonate with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Yes.
Yeah. I think we should give a special shout out to Shelley Duvall's Cigarette Ash, because that has been the impetus for many memes. If you remember, she had a cigarette ash that was like this long.
Mm-hmm.
It's memes everywhere with that. But
Haven't seen those.
you haven't seen those? Oh, you have to look up Shelley Duvall's Ash. It's perfect, and she's sitting there and like the ash, and everybody's waiting for it to fall, and it didn't fall. But
Never
I
falls.
love The Shining. It's one of my favorites of all time. And I was just talking about this recently, and I said I was kind of bummed out because I've been seeing more and more younger folks saying that they were purging it from their collection. He's outside.
I'm
At a
outside because I
reception.
thought I
There.
might get a
love
better
that.
signal.
Oh,
You
I
do.
love
Made it
that.
work.
You do.
Yes,
He's dead. That's dedication right there.
I love it.
Love it. But yeah, I like Nathan said, Stephen King didn't care for the adaptation, but I think it's brilliant. And I was so sad when I saw a lot of younger people purging it from their collections because they said they didn't like it or it was boring. And I'm thinking to myself, how can you be bored with The Shining? It's like I can't imagine not having it in my collection and not watching it. And when I was in Maine a few years ago, that was one of the only movies that was playing on the TV. I must have watched it 3 times in the few days that I was there, because I will watch it anytime, anywhere, and I'm never tired of it. And it's such a, like you said, a character study of the psyche of isolation. And it's just so well done. And Jack Nicholson's brilliant. And I think everything about it is brilliant. And the Overlook Hotel itself, it becomes a character. And that is one of
Mhm.
my favorite things in a movie when the setting becomes a character, because it was just so important that it take place at that hotel because it's perfect. Perfect setting, perfect camera work. I love it. Great pick.
For sure. And I have to just show this one more time because this is like one of my favorite steelbooks.
Do you know how
Beautiful.
bad that
Maze
hurts
with
me? Do you know how bad that hurts me to look at that because I missed it?
oh yeah, I don't know. Sorry, one more time. The back now.
But you know
Nah.
what? I have 2 Terminator 4Ks steelbooks and no one else
Ooh,
does.
got me there.
No one else has them.
No, no one has it. No one else has it. Well, Mika
Looks
had
like
it, but she can't find hers either.
looks like Laren's got the maze behind him back there.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, that's a perfect
Literal
time to
maze.
talk about the Shining with the tree maze.
That's right. It's maize because it's corn. Corn is maize.
There you go.
Literally.
Sarah just saying Walmart in Texas. Hey, I'm from Texas too.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, a couple of stores there, Costco, Dollar General. Shining, great film. Still scares me. Yeah, I've been wanting to rewatch it so bad and just like double featuring it with Doctor Sleep because I haven't seen that since it came out. So
Dr. Sleep's great.
Dr. Sleep's
give those
awesome.
another watch.
It's a great double bill.
Holland saying Blair Witch out there.
Oh, no. Oh, there I am. Yeah,
There you are.
there's like some lightning going on. I switched the camera for a second. I don't know if you saw it, but it was pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
There's storms.
Don't get
where
struck
I'm
by
at, too.
lightning, dude.
Yeah.
Don't get struck by
No,
lightning.
I'm
man.
alright.
I don't want to be
I think I'm
responsible.
okay.
Don't sue
Bad
me.
thing to say. Yeah, I'm gonna sue you, Eddie.
Loving the scenery. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I
Hey,
want to kick it
thanks.
over there.
We should have a bonfire.
Yeah, let's have a bonfire.
You know, I don't live in Texas,
Save
but
I'll let you know when I'm out. I'm out by there.
dude, please,
Sleep
if
is
you're
great,
ever in
yeah.
Illinois, please tell me. We will meet up for sure. Is it my turn?
We'll do.
No,
Man.
it's not.
I think it's Nathan's turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone's predicted this already.
Yes.
So they
Yeah.
can probably guess
Foreshadowing.
what it is, but it's John
Dun, dun,
Carpenter's The Thing.
dun.
God damn, I
This
knew
is-
it.
This
Excellent.
is, to me, the best horror film of all time. Just for so many reasons. I mean, I know it's cliche to say. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way, but it really is perfect in so many ways. Just the score, of course, Ennio Morricone. Obviously, John Carpenter had a little flourishes in there himself. Definitely put his own stamp in there. On top of, we mentioned Kurt Russell being one of the greatest actors of the 80s and joining forces with John Carpenter a lot. Just a great cast in general, of course. A lot of up and coming people. Of course, we got the man himself, Keith David, in here, who I adore. I love Keith David mainly from the Gargoyles growing up. That's how I've always thought about him, as that. But anyway, this movie, practical effects. You want to talk about a perfect movie with practical effects? Obviously, this is the poster boy for that.
For sure.
It's the movie that a lot of people, emulate and or talk about. I mean, American Werewolf in London, I would say, is the other one, and The Blob is up there too, as like the movies for practical effects. But anywho, this movie's perfect in so many ways, and I love how open-ended the movie is too, with a lot of weird theories. And but obviously, every single time I watch it, I love it even more, even if I know what's going to happen. So, perfect movie.
Yeah, dude.
Perfect film. I agree.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you for that being your favorite like horror movie. That's not. I mean, it's totally deserving of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And The
and
Witch.
it's like the perfect. Like speaking of isolation with The Shining, that's
Yep.
another one that's just like sort of one location. Like no one's coming to help you, and you're just kind of out there trying to fend for yourself. Every man for himself. Yeah. Any
Absolutely.
thoughts on The Thing? Mika's happy to see The Thing make the
Yeah.
list.
I mean, like I
And
said, I choose Escape from New York because I knew that someone would pick The Thing, and I'm so glad you did. It is, yeah, it's perfect. And yeah, God, Kurt Russell and Carpenter, there's no better combination, really. Maybe Anthony Mann and James Stewart, or no, never mind.
um, Mars in here. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. I love the 80s favorite decade. And is Laren just casually on a hike?
Yep, exactly. So I could participate. I had to come out here.
Yeah, he's on a hike and he's gonna have a bonfire,
Yeah,
and we're all
you're all
going over.
invited.
Yeah, we're all coming
Exactly.
over.
Yeah,
Hell
hope
yes.
we can wrap it up before you're stuck out in the darkness.
Look how dark it's gotten already. That's crazy. Like,
Oh, it's dark
it
here
was
now.
so light when I got out here, and now
Base in Times Square. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have my face up to
The-
Times Square.
The Thing and Christine. Yeah,
Yeah,
Christine.
Christine's great, dude.
That's probably one of my honorables.
Yeah.
Speaking of Keith David, too, They Live. I mean, The Fog. You got a ton of Carpenter, man. I almost chose all of these.
Yep. Prince of Darkness is 80s, right?
Yeah, 87. So good.
Yeah, that's such a great one too.
Agreed.
I
All right,
mean, I love
Larry.
The Thing, and I love that you
Sorry, go
can't.
ahead, Stephanie.
Well, one of the things I love about The Thing, other than like Eddie said, with the setting, is just perfect, and no one's coming to help you, and you have this force, this entity that you can't see, and how do you fight that? Like, they're just so screwed, and you know it the whole movie, and it's just you're on the edge of your seat because it's where is it going to show up next, and what's it going to do, and I just like you said, it's perfectly done.
It is so insane, I think, that it was a failure at the box office. Oh, there was a big light. I don't know if you saw that. But it was a failure, obviously, and it's become such a, I mean, they called it a cult classic for years, but it's just a classic. It is a classic film, and it is a masterpiece. And it is shocking and amazing that John Carpenter still considers it, like, he knows that it's become popular, right? But he still, like, in his heart, he still feels that failure, which is crazy. Because it did so badly, which is crazy. What were audiences thinking? Who knows?
Yeah, obviously they didn't attach to it for some reason, but like, just you can pick any random video where it's like a top 10 whatever favorite horror movies of all time, and you know The Thing is going to be on there, and it's going to be very close to the top, if not the top, for so many people. It's just become a staple for it can be even beyond the horror community. There's people that are not horror fans per se, and they still love the movie. And I think that speaks volumes about it. It just hangs in there. It's such a good movie. Great pick. I knew it would show up somewhere. I was going to pick it, and I'm like, someone else is going to pick it. And then Nathan sent me his picture. I'm like, yep, knew it. Nathan.
Oh, nice.
Nathan with the banger.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's another one that has a 6. That's another one that has a 6 steelbook.
Yeah, I prefer this version personally, but
that's a nice one.
Yeah. I mean, like it comes with a nice poster, which is actually framed, but I mean, it has nice pamphlet.
That's nice.
What were you gonna say?
No, I said that's nice.
No, Eddie.
Where's that from? Where's that from? Where'd you get that from?
There's actually the soundtrack.
Studio Canal?
No, just they I can't remember who put it out.
Is it Titans of Colt? Titans of Colt?
Titans of Colt. I think they did all of the Carpenter films, like most of them. From they did I was gonna say Escape from New York and a lot of the 80s movies. But regardless, it's just a really sick release and definitely one of the best. It has 1 million releases. I have 1 million of them. So I have the Blu-ray, the 4K, the Shout Factory, the Arrow, this version.
You have more than me, and I respect you, and Yeah, definitely, man. I missed out on that Best Buy Steelbook. I was sad. Like that was a pandemic thing, I think, or 2022 or something like that. But yeah, I missed out on that Steelbook. But it's okay. It's okay. I have a UK Steelbook actually of it, which is pretty cool. It's like one of the horizontal Steelbooks. It's awesome.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's my turn, isn't it?
Hmm.
Sweet. Yes, go for it.
You know, inside I have a VHS that I was going to show, but I don't think I could even show it because, you know, I don't even know if I'm even on camera when I'm in there. I don't know what's happening, but it is a
Give us a house tour.
it's recorded. Yeah, I'll just walk through my messy ass house. No, it's like it was a recorded. My mom must have recorded it off of like HBO. I don't know if this movie played on HBO. But it's an uncut version. It was recorded on VHS. I have it in there from my childhood. Amazing stuff, but it is. I mean, it's a cliche, but I had to do it, and I think you're all going to be okay with it. But it is a perfect film, another perfect film, and it's Back to the Future. I mean, what am I going to do?
Absolutely.
I had to do it. Look at that! Look at the clouds in the background. This is amazing.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
I'm mad at the
Your
pick.
little outline of your hat.
Yeah, there it is.
To see your silhouette.
Yeah, here I am. Oh, there I am.
That's a great pick.
Hey, listen,
Agreed.
you know. Oh, thank you. No, it is when I was a kid, I had a favorite film because I was born in the early 90s. It was Toy Story. And I had my Woody. I still have my Woody doll from like my 4th birthday party. But when I was like 7, I saw Back to the Future for the first time, and it became my favorite film. And to this day, I don't really have a favorite film of all time, but it's definitely way up there, tippy top. I mean, it's often referred to as a perfect film. I hope that Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis never allow it to be remade, as they're currently trying to do, because it just doesn't need it. But you know, again, they keep trying. They keep trying to ruin Laren's childhood. So we'll see if they do that someday. But what do you guys think? What age were you when you saw Back to the Future?
Like 7 or something.
Yeah,
I saw it in theaters.
I bet you did.
Nice.
Yep.
So jealous. For
Agreed.
me, I think it was 2020.
Oh my god! No.
Hey, but
What did you think?
yeah, but I've seen it like twice since, and no, it's one of my favorites. Like I would say top 10. It's just I when I was making this list, I was trying to avoid the quote unquote like basic picks, just to kind of, because like I said, any other day my list could go up for another 5. It's just like ones that really stood out to me right now. These are the ones that have left a lasting impression as of late. But I mean, I could easily swap these 5. Like Back to the Future, I was going to mention it at the end just because I couldn't go without not at least saying how meaningful it was.
Yeah.
But
I'm so glad you
but
watched it and are a fan now as an adult. And yeah, you
Yeah,
seem
I got
to
the
be going back and getting the classics, man, and I love it.
yeah, it's just like a film that like anybody can enjoy, even if like my dad never really watches movies, and I showed it to him and my brother, and they both just like were engaged the entire time. They're not like huge movie fans, but I'm getting more so my brother into watching more, I guess, like niche movies, outside of just the mainstream. And yeah, he really, like, I showed him Christine for the first time, even though obviously that's a popular one, but he enjoyed it. Yeah, just trying to kind of broaden their horizons.
There's a lot of good choices in this, live stream, I'd say, for that.
I can't believe we haven't had like any repeats. Like that's pretty crazy.
Just goes to show like how many good movies there were in the 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah, we haven't even like scratched the surface, you know? We're
Oh
just-
no, not even.
for
just getting
real.
rolling. But that Back to the Future is a phenomenal pick, and I'm with you that I hope they can hold the line and prevent any kind of remake, because just leave it alone. Some things need to be left alone, and that is one. It should
Yeah,
never
I
be
don't
touched.
I don't even have the 4Ks. I have this like Blu-ray that I got on a Prime Day sale for like $15.
I have
Came
the
with
That's an
same.
awesome set, though.
I have it
I have
too.
that set.
Yeah.
That's a great
the
set.
trilogy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great
I was
set.
gonna
Very cool.
talk about it for the honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But great pick.
Yeah, awesome pick.
Yeah, Hall was also saying that he saw it in July of
Wow.
2023. So,
Very
but
cool.
it's just
Oh.
so many movies out there, man. There's
Yeah. Well,
Hey, no, it's about
decades of
time.
cinema.
But also, I'm just proud of you for doing it.
yeah, that's the big thing. You've seen it.
Yeah,
So
we all have
Exactly.
those embarrassing blind spots for sure. Some more
We all
than
have
Oh, I got
though.
plenty of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
should-
I'm
embarrassed to
walking
say,
around
but-
now. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, but it's okay.
Oh no. You have to be careful.
They love
careful.
me. They love me.
you can go inside, man. We can do audio only.
Yeah, it'll be fucked up. I'll stay out here for a while.
What were you gonna say, Stephanie?
I'm
You were
wa-
gonna
I'm-
mention like a
I'm all right.
blind spot.
No, I was just saying that like we all have blind spots, and you would die if you heard some of the films that I haven't watched. And Nathan, I thought of you because I put Billy Madison in for the first time the other night. Never watched it. I've seen parts, but I never watched it.
Did you like it?
It's not my kind of comedy.
It's
only
for 12-year-old
because
boys.
you know what it
So-
is.
It is.
You know what it is. I don't like the baby talk. I don't like to see. Yeah, I don't like to see adult men doing baby talk. I'd rather see them. I'd rather see stoned than baby talk. But like, I
It's
get
too
it.
hot
I
out here
get why.
for a penguin.
I get why people like it. Yeah, the penguin.
It's so Sandler.
I
It's-
mean,
yeah.
I get why people like it. I do. It's just I have always said I am a very tough sell with comedy. It's not my like. It's like me trying to talk to somebody who doesn't like horror about a horror film. Like, you have to get to it in your own time. But
Yeah.
because
yeah,
they
I get
came
that.
out on, like, I watched Happy Gilmore from beginning to end. I liked that.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore is definitely the most accessible. Of
And
his,
like, I
comedy.
love him in more dramatic. Like, I loved him in Uncut Gems. I loved him in Rain
Punch-Drunk
on
Love.
Me.
Oh,
Rain
yeah.
on Me.
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
my
Rain Over Me.
God, what a
Yeah.
phenomenal
Me.
film. And he was great in that. He was perfectly cast in that. So it's not that I don't like him as an actor. I just, some of his comedy is just, I can't. Like, I can't do the baby talk. It's the same
It's
thing with Will
again
Ferrell.
12-year-old boys is what it's for.
12-year-old
Have you
boys. Is
seen
that what
like
it's for? Okay.
Little Nicky? Isn't that?
Yeah, I haven't seen Little Nicky.
You would
Maybe,
like it, I think, a little bit more.
Maybe I would like that.
Maybe.
Okay.
It's got Henry Winkler
He
in
does
it.
some
Oh, I love
some
Henry
weird
Winkler.
voices.
He's my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend.
Yeah, you want to talk like he talks like.
Oh,
this
the
a lot.
Fonz. You should watch Click. Have you seen Click?
Click
I
is,
like Click.
Yeah.
I
Click
like
is good.
Click. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
First movie to make me cry. Actually, I remember correctly.
The Click made you cry.
Wow.
Yeah. Click.
Yeah. What, like
Okay.
2003 is when that came out? 4?
06.
06. Okay, yeah. So I was like around 14 years old. So yeah, of course, puberty. Like 13, 14.
Yep.
Crying.
You're emotional and hormonal. Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
was it
Still
the
cry
scene
now.
where
Still
he's
cry
like
to-
was it the scene where he's like telling his ex-wife's husband to come closer and he just gives him the finger?
Yes. that's the one.
Yeah, that was it.
I don't need it. I don't.
That's funny.
When he's like
Classic. I
punching
actually
David
saw that,
Hasselhoff in the face.
Mhm.
I actually saw that in a drive-in for the first time when it came out.
Really?
Like, I saw it at the drive-in. Yeah,
Wow.
it was a good
That'd be a
experience.
fun experience.
It was.
That's awesome.
But
Cool.
yeah, okay. So I think we're down to our last number one. So Steph, you want to kick it off or wrap it
Yeah.
up?
Well, this is far light years from a perfect movie, but I figured it's Nathan and I did a whole thing on this series, and I picked it not because it's the best movie ever. I picked it because it started an incredible franchise that has highs and lows, but everybody seems to love it. And it's the OG Friday the 13th from 1980. Saw it in the theaters opening weekend. It was wild. It was crazy. And the whole place was screaming. And it was a lot of young people. I will say that. There's a lot of youngins. And I think I was, I don't know, 13, 14 at the time, but it scared the life out of us. And is it a perfect movie? No. Is it even like by today's standards, is it even a good movie? I ask myself when
Well,
I watch it. I'm like,
yeah.
no, but it gets the job done. It's a super fun movie. I never get tired of watching it. And, like I said, technically, is it a great movie? No, but it's an important movie because it started a very important franchise. So again, this is one of those like stepping stones in my journey, and I had to put it on the list, and since I knew Nathan was gonna steal the thing, I figured I would go with the OG, and, like, everybody's seen it, like, we don't even have Jason yet, technically, but, it is what it is, and it kicked off something that is still today. I mean, I really enjoy even the remake of this that
Oh
Arrow
yeah, the
just
remake's
released.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought the remake was good, and I know a lot of people are not fans of this original one now, like, if they first watch it today, they're like, "That is a ridiculously stupid film." And you might think that, and that's fine, but I go back to this every year, every October, I watch it, and it's in the rotation, and I even like the bad films in this franchise,
I
like,
think
I don't care.
they're all fun.
Yeah, I don't care if he's in space or Manhattan or on a boat, I don't care where he is, I'm following, and, hand shout out to Kane Hodder, the best Jason of all time, and he got screwed in Freddy versus Jason, so he should have been, Jason, but that was another of my boyfriends that I met, so, yeah, Friday the 13th is my last pick, and,
Great.
I know I picked some pretty basic titles, but I tried to pick things that I thought, again, were impactful to a genre that I'm very much in love with,
I
so
felt like mine were super basic. So
yeah,
No,
I think
man,
it's easy
y'all
to
had
feel
some
that way.
Just all pick
y'all had
stuff
some
that you
great
like.
lists.
Yeah,
That's what
I
it's all
think
about.
everybody made good picks.
yeah, me too.
And it's cool
My
that, like, we
favorite
didn't
Jason
overlap.
is,
Hmm?
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
My favorite is Jason 10. That's my favorite.
Jason 10.
Jason 6
Jason
for me.
10. There you go.
Yeah, 6 is good. I like 3 because we find out the origin of the mask.
3
Yep,
is like
yep.
my second favorite 3D.
I got
Yeah.
like Shelly. Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's interesting.
Yeah.
For me, like
Yeah.
I watched that franchise for the first time, I want to say like 3 to 4 years ago, and I think I was pretty rough on it. Like you said, watching it today, it just didn't really hit.
Yep.
I was kind of thinking like, man, these are really bad. And of course, you hear about Jason your whole life, so I kind of maybe had these like expectations for it, and it's
Yep.
just very campy, very cheesy, basic, just base slasher. Next person to get killed, next person to get killed, same
Yeah.
formula. And so I think I was a little bit on it, but kind of like sitting on it and thinking about it. I've always loved the character of Jason. I mean, so iconic, the mask, and I was a fan of the remake. But I think kind of staying on it for a couple of years, I'm like ready to give it another chance and just watch them through that new lens of like, okay, they're just fun, campy slashers and they're classics. Watch them, enjoy them for what they are, and I think hopefully I'll gain a new appreciation. Actually, funnily enough, just bought I don't know if you can see behind me the box set.
The
I
set,
actually
nice.
just got
See
that.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
cool.
got that in today. I know it's like a super old set, but I just got
Oh,
it in
that's
today.
awesome.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
awesome.
your story. Yeah, that's funny.
2020,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I
so I
remember
kind of
when
want to
that
watch them. Go for it.
No, go ahead.
No, I
No, I
was
was
just
just
gonna say
saying
like
I remember when it went up for pre-sale and it crashed the site.
Really?
The
Like
pre-sale of that box set, I was Laren that day because I was out in my yard trying to get my
oh
pre-order
gosh.
in because
Yeah.
it kept
See,
the site kept crashing. That's an
I
iconic
love
box
it.
set.
but I'm
Yeah, I
glad
was out
that
in
they
my
were
front
able to
yard. I'm holding
stay.
the phone up.
Yeah, no, but I'm glad that they were able to stay in circulation. Like here I am, I'm getting it
Yeah.
for the first time, like what, 5 years?
That's awesome.
So that's awesome. You know, I get the opportunity. Maybe I wasn't ready to purchase it then for whatever reason, but you know, like now, you know what, I want to give them a shot again, and I'm able to get it. So that's cool. I'm glad that it was available.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah, so I'll
Crystal
probably
Lake,
throw them
have
in
you ever
on.
seen Crystal Lake Memories?
I
Like,
haven't.
I think that's
I
a
have.
It's in there.
Yeah, yeah, it
Is
is in
it?
there. Yeah, and even if you watch, like, if you
I'm pretty
watch
sure.
this, I think what they did is I think they spliced it up and they put them as the special features after each film. But
Oh,
Crystal
They did.
Lake Memories is like a comprehensive documentary on each installment of the franchise, and I think it's like 8 hours long, but you can watch it one thing at a time, and it kinda lends itself to a new appreciation of what they went through to make these movies because everything is practical effects, and Nathan, you know, like, the girl was in what? The water was 26 degrees or 28
Mhm.
degrees, and she was
Like
just to get this one shot, and she was on the verge of,
getting a cold and
yeah, getting, like,
pneumonia.
hypothermia.
hypothermia.
Yeah,
Hypothermia.
and, like, you get all kinds of details that you would never know about the films, and it really does help you understand, like, back in that time, what they had to go through to make this film that seems very simplistic and very basic, but it really gave me a new appreciation, and it reignited my passion for the franchise when I watched the, Crystal Lake Memories. Because you get information that you wouldn't ever get just what it seems very basic, but when in fact there's so much behind the scenes and I don't know, it's just and I think it's very cool that you were able to get that box set. Good for you.
Yeah, that has a
Yeah,
lot
I'm
of
glad.
extra features. Like
Yes, it is on
it's
Blu-ray. Yep.
one of the better box sets of special features. Like Steph,
Yep.
just echoing what she says. Not just that documentary, but it has a lot on there.
Yeah,
A
ton.
lot.
Yeah, I think what kind of pushed, besides the fact that I wanted to give him another shot, is like the release of the Nightmare on Elm Street set. I think that kind of pushed me to, like, you know what, this is another iconic franchise. I missed on the steelbooks, but this set's still available. So I'm kind of glad I'm glad I was able to get it, for sure.
The one I have.
Hopefully I like them.
Yeah, I mean there are some really bad ones in there. I mean, but they're still good. The bad ones are still good. Like there's still, once you're invested in the franchise, like Nathan and I talked about it. Once you're invested, you're invested.
Yeah.
And
I
just
mean,
when
I
you
think they're
think
all
like,
bad,
yeah,
but it's fun. They're all that's like it's the most consistent horror franchise in my opinion because they're all bad, but they're all fun and they're all fun to watch, and it's the evolution of Jason, and it's all just it's great.
Yep. Yep, I love that. Good old Tommy Jarvis popping in.
Tommy Jarvis.
Right? Tommy Jarvis. That's such a great time in the franchise. Tommy Jarvis. You'll get to it, Eddie.
Sweet.
Like several different actors played him.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
gotta watch that.
He makes like Tom Savini masks and things.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. So I think we pretty much wrapped up all of our lists, but I'll get you guys out of here. You know, I don't want to keep you guys too late, but I mean, y'all had some great lists. I think I had seen every single one of these except Spinal Tap. So,
you gotta watch it.
Definitely gonna pick up that Criterion for sure. I hear, no, well, that's a video for another day. Never mind. But if you guys just want to maybe share, I don't know if you have like any quick mentions, you know, not required, but in case you had any that you wanted to just share out. I don't know, Nathan, do you have any?
I'll be quick, real quick. Here's the stuff that I had. I mean, this came up multiple times in a lot of people's lists, but RoboCop. Another 87 film. I mean, this movie is insanely perfect as well. I'm surprised nobody picked this. This is the best Star Wars film. Empire Strikes Back. I mean, again, another cliche thing, but it's perfect film for a reason. I would say Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. This is an incredible film that it looks amazing on this Criterion disc. And then I have this cool 4K of Ron. You know, the the
Yes.
Akira Kurosawa last
So-
masterpiece that
Oh,
mean,
that's right.
Dreams was also a masterpiece, but this is one of the best Shakespeare adaptations ever, even if it's not necessarily Shakespeare of King Lear. But this movie is incredible. Everyone should see Ron. So beautiful movie.
Sweet. Got that Steelbook. I still need to watch it though.
I think got to mention John Hughes. Just in general, he made so many great '80s classic. I mean, iconic '80s movies that you just can't think about the '80s without thinking about those movies. Beetlejuice, I think, was going to be on my list at one point, and I had to abandon it. But Beetlejuice is so '80s, and it's so good. Roadhouse, I love Roadhouse.
Yep.
I wanted to show Point Break just to mess with you guys. That's 91, but I always bring up Point Break in like every stream. There's so many good 80s movies. Pet Sematary, I was thinking about that earlier today when I was at work. I was like, I'm not going to bring that up, but it's so good. Talk about Stephen King in the 80s.
Silver Bullet.
Oh yeah. Oh, Silver Bullet's great. We should do like a
underrated in my opinion.
All the best werewolf movies are from the 80s, right?
Oh yeah, American Werewolf.
Yeah, The Howling.
The Howling.
Yep.
I wanted to bring that up. So good. I'm glad you brought the Lost Boys up.
Raising
Very
Arizona.
Raising Arizona is so good. Lots of Coen Brothers, like I said, Blood Simple.
Yep.
I almost did. I don't know. I don't have my list. I'm outside. But so many good movies. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was great.
Some good shout outs
time.
there. Good shout outs, Laren. Stephanie, you got anyone that you want to shout out?
We got.
I almost pulled Platoon, but I went with Full Metal Jacket instead. But I love Platoon. It's such a great war movie. And going with the girl factor, I almost pulled Steel Magnolias.
Nice.
I love
classic
that movie. And sure, you want to call it a chick flick, but I think it's fun for anyone. And everybody wants to punch Weezer in the face. So. And Killer Clowns from Outer Space, campy fun and low budget fun, but I love it. I can't get enough of it during Halloween season. And I said this in a video. I said I credit Spirit Halloween for keeping Killer Clowns in circulation, because it seems like the last few years, every time you go to Spirit Halloween, there's always some kind of cool prop or mask or something.
Exclusive shit, yeah.
Right? The popcorn
cotton
gun.
candy gun up there.
You have the cotton candy. I have the I don't know, the one that spins around. I have one of those.
Yeah,
but,
that one.
Yeah. I have that.
Yeah, they're just so much fun. And one that's hits me in the heart every time, Grave of the Fireflies. And it's a beautiful anime film, and it just got a great 4K release from Shout. And I Do the Right Thing, Color Purple that Mika mentioned. And I mean, I could go on and on and on. Moonstruck. There's so many good films. But
Beverly Hills Cop I wanted to mention, but
Beverly Hills Cop's fantastic.
There's so many that I want to mention right now.
Yeah.
Too many great movies from the 80s.
Yeah. Hopefully we hit on some things, and if people haven't watched them, they'll check them out or revisit, because sometimes I know just hearing you guys talk, I'm like, oh, I got to pull that up. I got to bring that up because it makes me want to rewatch things.
Has anybody seen the movie Enemy Mine from the 80s?
No, but
I recommended it to Eddie a bunch of times.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think I have. I don't know.
Enemy Mine. It has Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. It is a very it's like an unknown movie from the 80s that is so good. Everybody needs to go check it out.
Enemy Mine. All right, I'll check it out.
Mine. It is good. Don't read anything about it. Just watch it.
Just watch it. Okay.
It's good.
Cool.
It's on my list there, and I need to get to it.
That's okay, man. That's okay. Take your time.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just shout out a few real quick so we can get out of here. But of course, I mean, E.T. childhood classic for me. I did grow up watching that on VHS.
Yep. Awesome.
One that I actually prefer. I do own some of these, but I'm not gonna pull all of them out. I only have a few here. But one that I actually preferred the first time, at least the first time I watched them over Friday the 13th as a slasher, The Burning.
Oh
really,
yeah,
Oh
Crop
yeah, I
Circle.
love The Burning.
Yeah, it's a
81.
great
Yes.
one. Yep.
Super good. I mean, one of the more fun kind of like zombie movie, Return of the Living Dead. I just the
Oh
more I watch it,
yes,
the more I enjoy
Yes.
it.
so good.
So good. Karate Kid. I mean,
Yep.
Karate Kid's a classic. Of course, When Harry Met Sally, one of the best
Yep.
romantic comedies
Ooh,
out
I
there.
watched that like,
Um,
on New Year's Eve
yeah, good New Year's time watch.
for sure.
Another one I grew up with, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know if y'all have seen that
Nice.
one.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
fun one.
89 as well.
Yep.
Just a fun movie. And then last two, I'll just be quick with it. Another Jonathan Demme film, director of Silence of the Lambs.
Something wild.
Yep.
Something Wild,
Very
Fun.
movie.
really good. And
Yeah.
The
The Burbs is great. I just wanted to
Project.
mention.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
a great movie. The
Oh,
Vanishing.
Vanishing.
nice.
Yep.
Really good, solid, like kind of mystery type movie. But yeah, I won't get into all the details. But if anyone's interested, I recommend
Big,
any of those.
big starring
Got a
Tom
tunnel.
Hanks.
Think about tunnels.
And there's a remake of The Vanishing with Kiefer Sutherland and Sandra Bullock too. But I like the original better, the one that you just held up.
Yeah, that one blew my mind. It just stayed in my head for days.
Yeah, it's wild.
But
That's a great pick.
yeah, guys. I mean, yeah, no, I have so many movies I need to watch now. Like it always is with these streams. But also just I want to acknowledge everyone who was in the chat. I mean, Sarah pretty much in here the whole time, so I appreciate that. And also Mika, the movie addict. I think it's the first time seeing you in my channel, so I appreciate you stopping by. Great to meet you. Yeah, same here. And yes, agreed. Just so many great films, and appreciate you hanging out. And everyone in the chat, even if I didn't say your name, but thank you for stopping by, hanging out with us, and you guys for taking the time. I know we a little over 2.5 hours here, but appreciate you guys' time, and definitely stay in touch, and hopefully we can do one of these again sometime. But
dude, yeah, for sure.
Anything that you guys want to quickly shout out, or Nathan?
Yeah,
like a channel or
sure, yeah. So you can, if you want to follow me, my channel is Film Journeys with Nathan Jones. I've been here for a bit now, but I iterate and change different things. Recently, I developed this Blu-ray boutique wheel, this Film Journey wheel. So what I'm pretty much doing right now each month is I'm going to spin this wheel. I have different pins, like the arrow's not on here because it is actually the first week. There's, different versions of this. And then like I asked pretty much people who watched my channel and watched me pick this. I have a pile of films from Arrow Video, and then they choose for me what to watch that week. And I will watch those and do a review of them. And I'm going to be changing things up. I'm going to be doing directors. I'm going to be doing different focuses on different decades and things like that. I'm just going to change it up each month. Just kind of utilize this while exploring my own, movies that we have on our shelf, because a lot of the times we just keep buying and don't watch all the things we have in the backlog. So this is, to me, a fun way to do that. And hopefully people can, jump on the channel and kind of see what I do next, because I feel like I start a lot of new projects, but I never finish them. ADHD. So anyway.
Sweet. Yeah, and I'll have everyone's channels linked. I gotta add Laren's right after this, but it'll be on there. Laren,
That's okay.
Anything you want to?
Yeah, for sure. I just saw a shooting star and made a wish, and so I hope that comes true, which was crazy. That's very just anyway. It was really nice to meet you officially, Nathan and Stephanie. This was a really fun night. Eddie, love you, dude. Thanks for having me on again. It's always fun as hell. So just thank you so much. And yeah, anytime I can talk movies with some like-minded people is amazing. So thank you so much.
Love having you on, man. Anytime. Any of y'all are welcome anytime. And Stephanie, you wanna anything you want to shout out coming up soon or anything like
Yeah.
that?
Well, I mean, I want to echo Laren's sentiments. This was a blast, and I want to thank Eddie for hosting and for inviting me on. And Laren, it was so nice to meet you. You're an awesome guy, and
Thank
I
you.
had a great time talking 80s movies with you guys. But Movie Chatter, I probably upload the least of any YouTuber you'll ever meet, but my intention is good. So, but I love horror, but I hit every genre. I've been on a little horror bender because I'm excited about fall weather and spooky season, but I
Ooh,
love
me too.
criterions and boutique labels and dramas and world cinema. I do a little bit of everything. So stop on over and just say hello. And I want to thank everybody as well in the comments that hung out with us. You guys are awesome. So thank you. And I had a great time.
Yeah. All right. So thanks again for everyone, guys. We're gonna end it here. Maybe if you guys don't mind sticking around for just one last second in the back here, but while we end the stream. But thanks
Yeah.
so much for watching, guys, and I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.